Alright. Starting in 3, 2, 1. Hopefully that worked out. Seems to have worked out. Alright, we'll work with it. Let us continue Shadowrun. Unfortunately, my chat box is broken again, annoyingly, so I kind of have to... God, that's going to be real distracting. Maybe I can slip that like that? Yeah, it should work, hopefully. Welcome back to Shadowrun Dragonfall. We're going to be trying to finish up our game here. If we do manage to finish it today, we'll, excuse me, well, we'll switch over to Monster Hunter. Shouldn't take us too long to get into it. Alright. So if I remember correctly, we already talked to most of the people here. Right? I don't think we talked with Panzer Drone, did we? Have we talked with this guy? It looks ancient. I'm guessing that was under development back when the Apex lab got shut down in 36. After a brief pause, he rolls his eyes and turns away. Some reward. In terms of computing power, my PDA could probably run circles around this thing. Shaman peers warily. Yeah, what's up? Missed the intro. Well, fair enough. Hello, the Too Big. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Shadowrun. I don't know exactly how much you've seen of this game. My brain refuses to pull up that information. If you like, I can give you a quick, synopsis of the game. His arms crossed over his chest. Oh, doesn't mean harmless, kid. We're talking about tech and might as well. I'm sure that Elite has a whole warehouse full of drones that could outperform this thing. I don't think so. Mil-spec is mil-spec, and this thing was clearly designed for the battlefield. Fair enough. We've done pretty much all of the side missions, so... You know, we're getting close to the end, I think. The enormous machine hovers impassively, its turbofan rotors keeping it silently aloft. A small arsenal of heavy weaponry juts out from the seams of its armor plating. Whether we bring this thing along or not is up to you. I can see advantages either way. He shrugs. Whatever you decide, we'll go along with it. It's a real shame we can't bring the entire team on a run. Good doggo. Yeah, afternoon, holy spokes. How you doing? Welcome back for the, what I assume is the finale. Given we got 3 action points now, and we're going to go on a big old run against the, drone. The Panzer Drone. It's midnight here, I'm gonna make something to eat. Fair enough, Too Big. Hope you find something good to eat. Been really tired, huh? Fair enough. No reason for us to take the Panzer Drone. Hopefully they can help back up the rest of the team. There's like a defensive measure of sorts. The van lurches forward. The smell of anxious sweat hangs close and thick inside, making the cramped vehicle feel even smaller. The streets of Berlin are strangely quiet as you make your way past the city limits. It's as if the whole of the Flux state is waiting for something. A calm before the storm. An hour later, the van rounds a corner. In the distance, you can see the silhouette of Harfield Manor, backed by the light of the full moon. You switch the van's headlights off and shift to electric. A short while later, you kill the ignition and roll quietly down the last hill, pulling to a stop on the side of the road. A bird of prey takes wing from a tree above you, beginning its nocturnal pursuit. You know how it feels. Can't stop thinking about my crush? Fair enough. What should we take with us? Definitely gonna want some of these med kits on everybody. And, I guess you can take a... Those are even better, honestly. Why'd I have to scroll down every single time I want it? Start thinking about the great smooth taste of Marlboro cigarettes. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Probably go with... Shadow sounds like it'd be really handy. At least for the start of a fight. Night Errant Flashbang. Have it do. Fair enough. Trick is loaded. Iger, you come with a couple of grenades, so you don't really need one. I'll give you a trauma kit. Better that she has and not need than need and not has, you know? Another flashbang? Do we have another one? Think of everything might happen since he hasn't responded to my messages. Well, you know, it could be that he just, you know, hasn't really looked at his phone yet. Laura knows I frequently miss messages just because I don't really check my phone all that much. It's happened at least a couple dozen times. Once again, the grounds of the Harfell Manor are silent, save for the faint whistling of the wind. That is also a definite possibility. Well, unlike last time, the air is rank with foreboding. The night is swollen with homicidal intent. They're waiting for you. Last chance before things get hot. Let's review the plan. Make our way across the grounds to the servants' entrance, taking down any security troops that threaten us along the way. Once we make it there, we'll take the freight elevator down to the lab. With Apex free, we shouldn't have to worry about the automated defenses inside the complex. Some of them might even give us a hand. That won't help us much out here, though. She nods, and then looks to you. Lead the way, we'll follow. No one else I'd rather have at my side. The team looks to one another for confirmation. They all nod sharply. They're ready. Ah, yeah, that could definitely do it. Alright, that just leads to nothing. Hell is this? Alright, we got a door console. We should be able to deck it open. Oh, well, that's something. The screen on the door's access panel flickers off and on and displays a flashing error code. Error, 4AC43BC6. Primary security offline. Error, access doors are floodlights. Please engage LTG, your designated air duct. There we go. Let's see what we got here. We're not seeing anything. Not yet. Okay, but they see us. And they got hellhounds, of course. Well, let's mark it and start taking some names, shall we? Shouldn't take us too long to deal with it. Hopefully. Drone, take point. And Drone's gonna take some shots at this hellhound. Hopefully we can bop this bumper before it becomes a problem. There we go. Huh. Sounds like a loose AI's handiwork. Yeah, I know, right? Who would be stupid enough to release an AI? Too lazy to put on some Carolina Reaper sausages to fry. Fair enough. Nothing wrong with some particularly spicy sausages. Although I've never had Carolina Reaper sausages to people on. I imagine they're pretty good, even if they do burn going in and out. Yeah, but who would be stupid enough to take an AI and just release it into the world? I mean, really, you'd have to be a real dense bugger in order to get that to happen. Ah, and yeah, Ring of Fire. Cover me, get to the panel. Okay. We got targets. Fair enough. Activate the drone. We need to pop this guy's head as soon as possible. There we go. Hey! No hellhounds today. At least for now. Yeah, there's just something... I don't know why people like spicy stuff as much as they do. I like spicy stuff and I still don't get it. It's literally a chemical that was not designed, but evolved to prevent things from eating it. And yet... people eat that stuff all the time. She's gonna bop the button, isn't she? Okay. We need to deal with that now. Don't have a choice. Gotta target this security. we go. No acting allowed. There we go. Prevented. I can go for a headshot. I can try to catch them if they pass by. But I don't think they're gonna get a chance. I think spicy food affects hormones? Maybe? I'm not aware of it doing that sort of thing, but it's possible. What happened to Iger's stun gun? You know, you are absolutely correct. I think I forgot to give her the stun gun. Unfortunate. Let me double check. Equipment. Not us, Dietrich. Yeah, god damn it, I forgot to give her a stun gun. Well, if we really need to stun somebody, we can always throw a Knight Errant. Estate Courtyard Key. Hello, doggos. Good buppers. Ooh, what the hell's this? An El Primo medkit. Alright, we'll take it. What's in this locker? Defiance Super Shock. It won't let me just shove it into somebody's pocket. Okay. We're not gonna mess with those doggos. They're good people. Speak of the devil. Yeah, but this, for whatever reason, this game doesn't allow you to send an item directly into somebody's pockets. Error, error, error. Defense subroutine Apex 057B not found. Primary automated security systems offline. Secondary protocols engaged. It's a keycard. Well, there we go. Oh, hi. You know, they really should have seen this coming, given that there's dragon motifs everywhere. Be a mild pain releases into... Ah. Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. I don't honestly know the science behind why people like spicy food, but... that would make some sense. Damn it, missed. Alright, I was hoping to pop his head. I guess her head? Iger, take... No, wait, that's Dietrich. Dietrich. Get up behind here. Iger! This is your favorite position. Ridiculously far away. Yeah, there we go. Absurd ranges. Adrenal pump. 108%. Well, you know, she's got the range for it. Go for it, Glory. Go for the glory. Already wiped out one of them, so that's a massive boon. Iger's gonna have to start moving up. Now that everybody's in, I'd like her to activate the gate console and shut it again. There we go. I don't want any backup coming from there. You know what I mean? If they are gonna deal with us, they're gonna have to deal with us on their own. Oh! Gargoyles. Wait, where the hell did that person go? You guys go for the Powerball? Eh. Give Iger the aim bonus. That'll give her a better chance of actually doing stuff. There we go. Glory! Go shred. What the... Well, that's some armor removed, so there's that. Freaking gargoyles. It shouldn't take us too long to deal with these things. It's a real shame we didn't experience these things beforehand so that we could, you know, have our characters be prepared for this sort of thing. But it does make sense that gargoyles would be hanging out in this area. Let's nerve bolt this gargoyle. And then nerve bolt this gargoyle so that they're unbalanced. That'll give Gloria an excellent chance to body this gargoyle. No actions. Unallowed. That should do it. Iger's got a clear shot across the area. Oh, it leaves behind a smoke cloud of toxic gases. That's not great. We should probably back out from there. Glory, back off. Iger, back off. We don't want to deal with that smoke cloud. If we don't have to, we shouldn't go ahead and deal with it. I wish they make another Shadowrun game like this. They are! Oh, really, holy spokes. Well, by all means, do tell us more. Is Hairbrain Schemes doing it, or is it another studio? Well, this looks fancy as hell. Jesus Christ. Look at this opulence. You need to talk about this? I don't think I did. Did I? If I did, my brain must have, slipped on that. Oh, we got a security core here. Alright. Yeah, they assumed we were coming in from this area. Just sworn. This does look about the right spot for the servants' quarters, gotta admit. Pop this paramilitary. Dietrich, go forth and nerve bolt that guy so he's completely undefended. Thank you. Iger, now's your chance. Keep the 2D isometric style, but include full voiceover. That would be really nice. Especially if they get some really good VOs going on it. There we go. Gloria, I need you to go for the kill. Jeez, these guys are not doing great, are they? There we go. You'd think they'd be able to put up more of a fight, but no. I think I know why we're still in this mode. Can't we just pop the heads on these things? Yeah, there it is. Pop. Okay. There we go. That's a proper hit. Unbalance it so it can't do much. And, throw a ball of power energy. Oh, they're just remaking it? Oh. That's disappointing. Still, I'd love to have, like, a new game of it. Don't get me wrong, the current game is pretty good, but... Alright, drone, go over here and activate this one. Yeah, I knew you'd activate. Pop it so it's unbalanced. Excellent. And take a headshot on him. Can't see him. Well, that's unfortunate. Let's have to get a bit closer then. Won't we? There we go. Make it easier for Glory to go ham on him. Yeah, there we go. This should end well. There we go. Okay, there's gate controls up here. Can we just go through there? Honestly, don't know. I'm gonna go check out those gate controls while the rest go and handle that problem. Send our drone. We gotta get a look around. A good look-see, you know. Oh! Hi! Yeah, let's back out of here. They're probably gonna get drawn over here. First one had a cool story. Oh yeah, that one was a weird one. That one was a real funky story, I gotta admit. Some additional missions as like side missions would be pretty good on that one too, yeah. Activate your pump. Everything should be fine. We can heal ourselves, so that'll do. These guys, yeah, should be approaching us. It benefits from remake or just a remaster. Well, benefits, yeah, but I'd still like to see a new game, you know? Someone has manually locked the gate. Yeah, okay. That's about expected. Dragon Slayer idol to toughen us up a bit. Go for a headshot on this guy. And then back out a bit. They should be approaching us from this side. Get behind cover. Prepare a headshot. Glory, I need to prepare a burst fire on these guys. So when they pass through there, immediate blast. There we go. Hello! Nice to see ya. Well, we drew some of them away. Which is a major boon. Means we're not gonna have to deal with them later on. Alright, drone. Take your shots. Can you bop this guy's weapon away? No? Okay. Oh, he tried. Excellent. Excellent. Go wild, Iger. And, I guess throw a bolt at this guy. Make him a little harder to... Yeah, okay. There we go. XCOM 2 and the insane Overwatch ambushes. Well, I mean, if you got the tactic, you might as well use it, right? There's no reason not to. Oh, I actually survived that, okay. Let's go for this guy. Make sure that he's bleeding. Cause some slashes on them. Go for a hemorrhage on this one. And, I guess just a standard swipe now. There we go. He's gonna die the moment his turn comes up. Alright, we're back in the action. Send our drone in to take a look around. How many did we draw away? Almost all of them. Well, that's really useful. Gotta admit. We got a rigger. So we're gonna have to deal with that somehow. It'd be interesting seeing an AI rework. Yeah, the AI could really use some work, but... it is what it is, right? Take cover. It's like a little steam engine. It just putters along. It's an adorable little bean. Although they kind of, if I remember correctly, they've kept that sound for pretty much the entirety of the series. They do like reusing some of their old assets, which I mean, it makes sense. If you can use the assets that you used before, just in a new light, why not go for it, right? Summon our own spirit. That'll help immensely. Accident. Enemies within a range of 3 squares have their action costs go up by 1 action point. Pretty solid. Target enemy forgets who to attack. Big wave. Guard. Mana bolt. Sure, we'll go for a mana bolt on these gargoyles. Dragon Slayer's favor, right on top of himself. That should help buff him. Iger! Nice to see ya. Go for some burst fire shenanigans on that thing. It's a really cool summon. I do like the shaman system that Shadowrun has. It's got some weirdness to it, but it's still pretty good. Alright, go for a slash. And our drone gets to take a shot at this guy. If we can just pop the rigger, that drone's gonna fall over too. Alright, take cover. Not close enough, good. Max that out. On topic of new games, did anything I post pique interest? They're weird, I'll give them that. I'm not super keen on them, though. They seem like things that would be like, kind of like a one and done, and that's about it. Unfortunately. Not to say that they're bad games, but... not quite something I want to stream. But I appreciate the suggestions. Throw that there, so we can hopefully... There we go. Noida... I have done Noida on stream before, but it's kind of a thing where I'm just doing like... Well, I've got nothing else to do, let's do Noida. That sort of thing. Not quite a headshot, eh? Alright, how about a Deadeye then? That should help. Glory deals with this gargoyle. And then she just goes for it. All ass over here, please. Because we need to go by this guy. There we go. Class S drone turret can easily wipe this guy out. There we go. Hopefully we can put these security officers down. What the hell was that? Alright, so they got some sort of breath weapon. Noted. Excellent. I have been interested in trying out Disco Elysium, but that feels more like it would be a replacement for this game than it would for Hollow Knight. Gotta admit. Because Disco Elysium is the same sort of style? How did you miss two 97% chances? Okay. It's got the same sort of style where it's very much story-based. But, instead of being Shadowrun, it's a cop thriller, I think? I'm not entirely sure what Disco Elysium is about. There we go. I don't trust that gargoyle in the least. We'll just go around. There we go. The screen on the elevator control panel displays randomly flickering characters and error messages. Error 4AC43BC6. Primary security is a late evacuation lab across the level. Please contact 466 auxiliary air ducts for your newest primary turret controls. Please, east stairwell. Feel the burn. I'm not sure if that E is meant. Oh, my mouth. I'm used to hot food, but I feel it in my throat and guts. I never had Carolina Ghost Peppers. Understandable, have a good day. Plus, Disco Elysium has one of the weirdest mechanics I've ever seen. Making your way across the manor grounds, you find the servants' entrance open and the immediate interior clear of any resistance. You find the elevator that you used during your prior escape waiting patiently for your arrival. It shudders to life now, ready to carry you down to the facility below. The place where Monica met Apex and the world turned upside down, where this whole thing began. I remember this place. Bookends. Well, this looks like it went south quick. As you step into the room, you find yourself standing in a charnel house. There are fresh corpses spread across the floor, and the metal tiles are smeared with blood. Looks like Apex did what it promised. Glory coolly eyes one of the ruined corpses. Looks that way. Disco Elysium. Played the student version at launch and got, I don't know, 8 hours in and decided to delete and wait for sale. Fair enough. I know it's got a, I don't know if it's a remaster? Check it real quick. Actually, no, that would... Well, we just got an autosave, so it's fine. Let's see. Disco Elysium. Yeah, there's the final cut. Which is only on for... Okay, there's a 65% sale on Disco Elysium. Fair enough. plus Control Ultimate Edition? I don't know what that is. But it's got one of the weirdest systems I've ever seen, where you have to pick your isms and your what mental stats you want to go into. Sweeping your gaze across the room, you see a variety of terminals, all displaying error messages. Whatever security Apex provided here, it's offline now, leaving the machines unlocked and unprotected. It probably won't stay quiet in here for long. We should keep moving. There could be a valuable intel in here. We don't even know how big this facility is. We should sweep the area for clues before pushing forward. Alright, fine. We'll search the room, but let's do it quickly, yeah? I don't want to get stuck in here again. There's a terminal there. There's a door here. Repair jack point. Although the access port has been replaced, black scorch marks still mar the surface of the Matrix access panel. This is where Monica checked in, where she met Apex. Is this where it happened? This is where she died. She stares at the scorch marks that block in the access panel. Poor Monica. I still can't believe that she's gone. Yeah, that's brutal. Apex is frickin' vicious. Oh hey, turrets! Let's see what this terminal is. The screen on the terminal flickers off and on, displaying a flashing error code. Access doors are floodlights. Please engage LTG or designated air duct. Press a key. You press a key at random and the screen begins to flash. A piezoelectric beeper buried somewhere deep inside the terminal plays a series of chirps and the system reboots itself. If I remember correctly, this is a pretty tough one. Well, you know, we did side with Apex, so we got that going for us. Then when the screen comes alive again, it's filled with text. Welcome, Administrator. Please select from the following options. Hyperthermal file studies, artificial lymphocytes, and monoclonal antibody production. Okay. Hermetic techniques for slowing radioactive decay. Recent development notes. Hyperthermal file studies. It'll take you a week and a stack of scientific journals to fully decipher. Your untrained eye, most of the text on the screen is nonsense. You catch a few words here and there, but for the most part you're lost. From all the little you can pick up, it looks as though this lab was studying animals that thrive in extremely hot environments. For what purpose you cannot say. Techniques for slowing radioactive decay. Well, there we go. It's overflowing with complicated magical figures. It would take a skilled mage to decipher it. Well, I'm not that. You pour through the entry for several minutes before giving up. The meta-magical terminology in here is far too dense for a non-mage to understand. The only clue you've left with is the title of the entry. Apparently they're using magic to extend the half-life of radioactive isotopes. Why they're doing it, you cannot say. Artificial lymphocytes and monoclonal antibody production. I can't read this. Most of what's written in this report is completely foreign to you. But from what you can piece together, it looks as though the scientists here are working on developing a sort of artificial immune cell. Something sturdy and self-replicating that is capable of pumping out antibodies on command. Why they're doing it is beyond you. Panacea, recent development notes. Surprisingly, this entry is relatively easy to read. Skimming it over, you discover that the scientists here have been working on a variety of additional tweaks to a project called Panacea. Apparently, a batch of artificial lymphocytes developed for the projects has recently been bound with an airborne RNA virus. Picked up some Polaroid 600 film today. Damn, it's expensive. Oh yeah, I've heard about that. The film industry is pretty weird when it comes to just how expensive this film can get. I mostly hear about like older film types from a friend who's got a bit of a thing for cameras. The really old types, you know, the ones that actually you have to pull it out into like this extended I don't know what to call it. Extended aperture? You know, the ones that are like in every single film that wants to show a camera that's like really outdated. It's got the little accordion thing to it. The resulting microorganism is as infectious as the flu and exhibits a broad capability to jump species barriers. The notes also discuss the bioagent Doom and the resident scientists' efforts to deconstruct it. It appears as though they are attempting to improve upon the formula in some way. There's a moment of silence as the group absorbs everything that you've just read. I don't like the looks of this. I don't like it at all. This is enough information here to know what this Panacea is, but I can take a guess. I'm all ears, boss. Lay it on us. Given 20 euros for the postage and some extra for a 6-pack of beer. The camera seems absolutely unused. Ooh, that's really nice. Hopefully you'll get some good mileage out of it. I think that Panacea is a sort of delivery system for Doom. It's a virus, airborne and highly infectious, and it can produce Doom antibodies on command. But the radioactive payload that they carry is stable, somehow. Dormant. Magical research ties it all together. I don't think any of this would work at all if magic were involved. What all this tells me is that we need to shut Vauclair down. Whatever mad scientist bullshit he's planning on pulling with this stuff, it isn't going to be good for us. Polaroid 300 film, the regular prosumer camera's use is 1/3 the price. God damn. Auto turrets. Message flashes on the status panel at your approach. This estate is littered with the detritus of my former life, mechanical appendages that I have outgrown. I've instructed these devices to ignore you and slaughter my former captors. A small token of my appreciation for your assistance. Well, thank you, Apex. Oh! Some dorks that are ready for the slaughter. Like that. You don't just snap pictures, it's for special uses, yeah. This should be way easier with a bunch of turrets guarding us. Deploy the drone. We have our own mechanical countermeasures to work with. And then get behind cover. Alright, Dietrich. If you could bomb these two, that'd be great, thank you. Unbalance you. Unbalance you. Perfect. I don't know what that little clunk is afterwards, but pretty weird, I gotta admit. There's one down. Go for a dead eye on that one. And then Gloria can go ham on him. Already thoroughly softened up. There we go. And shift over here. Ugh. Yeah, imagine photos weren't exactly cheap way back when. Still, old cameras are kind of fascinating in some respects. I'm not much of a camera nerd, so I don't really know much about them, but it's kind of interesting to think of like how the process would work. Pop these guys. There we go. It shouldn't survive 2 shots from our drone. There we go. This is going real smooth. Error. Apex control entity set to attack allies. Yeah, that works. What's this about? What are you? Have your Decker hack an account. This terminal shows a nearly featureless login screen. Hack an account. Find a selection of email files from various staff members. With some film cameras, you can pretty freely adjust options like doing a double take, 2-image imposition on the film. Ooh, that's really cool. So you can like have it pre-mix the images together? Or... Airy. I know you need to pass through multiple checkpoints to get outside for your smoke break, but that's no reason to break protocol and smoke in the lab. The material that we are working with is dangerous, and your laziness is putting people at risk. Please don't let it happen again. Lily. Dearest Talia, please stop asking me where my work has taken me. You know I can't tell you that. I made it clear when we parted at the train station last year, security on this project is very tight, and all of our outgoing emails being scanned. Although we have been quite busy recently, I believe we are nearing a breaking point, and I can come home to you and Felix soon. All my love, Lily. Boss. Again, excellent work on the venting system. Everyone is very pleased with your performance. It seems like only yesterday you were one of my interns, and here you are, newly appointed department head. Beyond everything that I told you earlier, you also have access to the guard storeroom in your section. Use access code 1247 in case of an emergency. That's for level 4 personnel and above, though, so keep it to yourself. Lily. Okay, we can get some more guns, I assume. For what reason? No idea. If we pull back into this room, that'll force them to approach us, which means we can bring our turrets to bear. We can do a David's Man on one film. I don't know what a David's Man is, but that does sound interesting. David's Man. I'll look this up real quick. David's... Man. Okay. Technique. No idea. Okay. There's nothing of use I can find real quick. Most of some games, they'll probably get some longer runtime than the previous 3. Well, by all means. I'll be happy to take a look at them. Don't mind me, I'm just gonna level up in the middle of combat, it's fine. Get at least a little bit more biotech. I feel like this game gave us a lot less karma than the last one. Michelangelo drawing of a male. Oh, you can do the Vitruvian Man thing. Yeah, okay, I gotcha. That sounds pretty weird, but hey, fair enough. Alright, they're not gonna get too far in. Which means it's probably best that we actually get ourselves out here. If nothing else, it'll make sure that any melee users they might have are gonna get bodied by the turrets pretty quick. I want to use these as much as I can. We paid damn well for that, so might as well, right? Pop that guy. Let's see if we can pop his gun off. Yeah, there we go. Good luck, buddy. He's gonna have a rough time. Vitruvian Man, I feel stupid I didn't know it was called that. No, don't worry about it, man. I have no doubt that there are other names for the Vitruvian Man, but that's just how I know it, you know? Pop that guy. Do some damage, you know? There we go. Take cover. Let's go with a Deadeye shot, because this guy's gonna get pumped full of lead. Or he'll throw a flashbang. Okay. That is another option, yeah. Really hope our turrets bring themselves to bear. There we go. We got a little bit of turret action at least. It's something. Neighbor on self. Gloria's the most wounded, so we'll heal her. And from there, we'll give Iger aim. Because she can really use it once she gets unstunned. Pop this guy. No, alright. Well, how about a armor strip? That could help. Let's see. There we go. No shooting. Or, I guess, shooting. Fine. Unfortunate, but we can still deal with it. Oh, great grenades. Okay. We can deal with this. There we go. Good turret. Mark this fool. Glory. It's time to run. This should work well. I need you to haste Glory. It was Vinci, not Mike. Yeah, I think you get what double exposition means. Yeah. They can basically just put another image on top of an image. At least that's my understanding of it. That's really cool, though, the idea that you can pull that sort of thing. It sounds like it would be difficult to set up properly, but still, doesn't change the coolness factor of it, right? Go for a hemorrhage on this security. I don't want him getting anywhere near any of this stuff. He is unallowed. Should do it. Go for a headshot on this fool. There we go. Good shot, Iger. Very good shot. Huh, there's another. Okay, then. Our turrets aren't bringing themselves to bear. Depends on what you want to do, but optimally you need a tripod, yeah. Because I imagine, like, any sort of slight difference between the angle and such is gonna show up really quickly on that. Still, it doesn't change the coolness factor of it, right? Disarmed. Oh, that's a real shame, ain't it? What? No grenades? There we go. Unbalanced. Excellent. Interdiction will make sure that punches through the armor. And that'll put him down. Everything seems to be going just fine so far. Unbalanced, and then go for some shuriken throws. Yeah, pinning hit will work. I'll prevent him from running away after Glory gets her hands on him. If he even survives the first round of Glory. I want to test the camera, but I don't want to waste a film. Eh, fair enough. I'm sure you can think of something funky to commit to film. A locked safe, you say? Well, that's interesting. Auto lock override disabled. Enable drone remote control box for direct rig. Direct rig of automated drone controls engaged. Connect via standard rigger port located on drone remote control box. Okay, well, we can't actually control them. That's a shame. Drone remote control box. Lab security cameras. There's a bunch of supplies there. There's 2 turrets here, which will help us out with this. Seeing a terminal here, and that's probably going to release an apocalypse if we pop it open. I don't know what that is. Huh. A drone remote control box with both manual and direct rig controls. Although its small screen is cycling error messages, it appears to be partially functional. A rigger will get the most use out of equipment like this. There we go. That should help. I have no idea what it does. There we go. In we go. What do we have here? Wow, it's almost like this is the end of the game. Wow, look at all these supplies just dropping out of heaven. Who knows why this is happening? It's almost like the devs are trying to say that this is going to be a real pain in the ass. What's on this terminal? Mr. Skellybones. Hello, Revenger Kindly. How you doing? Welcome to Shadowrun. To stores our floodlights, please engage LTG or designated air duct. Alright, you press a key and the screen begins to flash. After a moment, the system reboots itself. When the screen winks back on, you find yourself staring at the contents of an administrative inbox. Welcome, Administrator. Admin, unread message, Borkard Hands. Message, Falconwrath Adolf. Interesting name. Message, Denuf Ingrid. The Shadowrun Trilogy is currently available on Xbox and Switch for $40. Is that a worthy price? If you're getting the... Are you getting all the games? If you're getting all the games, 100% worth it. These games are pretty freaking good. Just keep in mind it is a computer RPG. So, if that's your type of game, well worth the price. If not, then, you know, measure it a bit. Also, welcome, Ensign Garak. I am Axolotl, a Axolotl VTuber. I mostly just hang out and play video games. We'll talk about chat. Love turn-based. It's worth it, both a caveat. The first game is very linear. The second game is... yeah. The second game is a lot more open-ended. It's got a lot more side quests that you can or can't do if you don't want to. You don't have to do all the quests. Third game is probably the best when it comes to the open-ended nature of it. All the stories are wild. Just keep that in mind. Have you ever played Shadowrun games? Borkard, hands. We need to organize an all-staff meeting to discuss lab safety. Everyone is overworked and overstressed. And that's a perfect recipe for workplace accidents. I'm telling you, we cannot afford any more accidents. The loss of Van Wijk has been hard on everyone. He was well liked, and watching him die in such a horrible fashion has been hard on morale. The staff is still committed to the cause. They all know what they signed up for, and they know how important this is, but losing such a good man because of such basic lapses in lab safety has been a difficult pill to swallow. That's why I wanted to ask someone who know. Shadowrun is weird. Expect cyberpunk mashed together with magic. Extremely good games, but eh.
I will progressively become more creepy during this stream, warning.
Okay then, Revenge it kindly. Not sure why it took so long for it to load up the TTS, but... Shadowrun is a series of games that are very much in the cyberpunk aesthetic, but not only is there cybernetic shenanigans, you know, implants, AIs, I didn't ask for this sort of thing, there is also magic involved. So you've got, along with, wow, look at this new cool chrome that I got on my arm. There's also, hey look, there's ley lines here, let's build a magic shop here. Let's build a talismonger here. Falconwrath, Adolf. Classes. I'm writing this to request additional security for the animal testing lab. You know how large and vicious these creatures can be. Without more trained handlers on staff, we're just begging for another accident. You remember what happened to Van Wijk? Ah yes, not only is there... What I mean, the production value is quite low. No VO, no nothing fancy, but the graphics are good and the writing is... I'd argue that the writing is excellent. Hong Kong and, the first one, Returns, I don't know why it's called Returns even though it's the first game, they were both really good, story-wise. I think it makes up for the lack of graphical fidelity in VO. I'd also like to repeat my request that the animals be defanged, declawed, and muzzled, preferably someplace far away from the lab. Our having to use them is unavoidable due to their genetic similarity to our targets, but that doesn't mean that we can't take precautions. Deneuve. Or, actually, yeah, that's probably Deneuve. Deneuve Ingrid. I just wanted to thank you for pushing to bring the new Hermetic Lab online. It's good to know that you've been listening to our requests. The research, if the genre is something that tingles you, yeah, it's definitely worth the 40 bucks. The research that the Hermetic researchers have been doing should make our work with the Panacea much more manageable. Deneuve. What does this item do? A control box to direct drones. Okay. Huh. Well, I know these things aren't going to fire on us. That's for sure. Inspect. There's a large crack that runs right through this section of wall. Not bad. I don't know of any way that we can actually break it open, but... maybe in the future? Right, we should probably have opened that front door rather than this door. Not great. Okay. Of course he uses a grenade. That's fine. We need to heal, like, now. I really wish I could just click on the portraits, but... okay, we need to take a step back. If we can funnel them through here, that would probably be our best bet. Because that would force them all to clump up real tight. And then summarily get shredded by turrets. Yeah, I think that's our plan. I think that's our play. I need to get Iger behind this box. That way she can make full use of her sniper. Back up. Oh, hello! Nice to see you, mage. These turrets should do nicely. Seems like they're focusing on them too. That's good to know. So the Shadowrun world. As I said, there's magic. For reasons. We'll just say reasons. It's a rather funky place. There's a lot of magic mingling with technology, mingling with all sorts of horrific stuff when you get the two mixing together. Not only do you have mad scientists, these mad scientists are now able to cast Fireball, basically. You know, take that how you will. In addition to that, there's a bunch of magical creatures that were brought back sometime in the 2000s. I think it's like 2020 or something like that. That the game canonically adds in magic. Dangerous stuff, but lends itself to some interesting quirks. Especially because sometime during those 2020s, the metahumans showed up, as they're called. Basically extra races of creatures. Not only are there humans in Shadowrun, there is also elves and dwarves, orcs, trolls, all sorts of things. There are various different benefits and downsides to being each specific race. Notably, the Shadowrun realm does not, or Shadowrun world does not ignore the fact that, you know, there are some really shitty people out there, so you're gonna get some human supremacists out there. We actually had to deal with one of those in a previous mission. God damn, they're just trying to annihilate these turrets. One action, huh? Wasn't it called Awakening? Yeah, something like that. I think it happened in waves, too? Don't quote me on that. Because it seems like, goblinization was its own thing. As it's called. When somebody, turns into a troll or a orc, it's called goblinization. Although at this point, the metahuman races are pretty locked in, from my understanding. There we go, a good blast on him. Ace of Glory, so she's not quite screwed. Or at least not as screwed. Oh, I see. General storage. There we go. Rounds to drone self-destruct. This can only end well. If I were to run them over here, maybe I could have one of them go to that little seam in the wall so that it can blow up. The other one can be used as a target here. This guy, none of them are particularly open. Okay. We'll go for you. Mages are a pain. I don't like them. I forget when I can't find a micro USB cable to charge my other camera. Fair. Fair. There's a lot of USB types now. I don't know why they made so many freaking different varieties. I mean, there's gotta be benefits to having them, but I just can't figure out why. Big swipes. Both missed. Eviscerate. There we go. You're not doing anything anytime soon. Dietrich! Hey man, sending a spray of knives that way? Dragon Slayer idol will protect us. And boost Iger's aim just before her turn starts. Yeah, in the Shadowrun world, there are these things called shamans, which take their magical knowledge from spirits and entities in the natural world, or even in the unnatural world, from more archetypical things. For example, our friend here, Dietrich, has the totem of Dragon Slayer. Dragon Slayer is a jovial but honorable archetype. His whole thing is that you're supposed to go after the biggest target you can. Go slay a dragon, basically. That's his thing. Not exactly the longest living shamans under him. High level shaman, potentially pretty OP. Potentially. Though, to be fair, there's a lot of things that a shaman can do that could be potentially pretty overpowered. Usually shamans are very much in tune with the realm of spirits and such. They usually like to, well, not necessarily like, but they're usually pretty good at talking with spirits and the dead. There's benefits to that. Obviously. If you got somebody who just got murdered, it's nice to be able to just talk to the spirit and see if they, you know, can tell you who did it. Go for that mage over there, because he's a pain in the butt. Yeah. He's not doing anything anytime soon. Summoning spirit without it getting released, that too. They are, as Too Big has mentioned, they're basically able to summon more nature-based spirits as well in order to act as a extra combatant on your side. At least until you lose control of it, and then they kind of go a little wild. Yeah, you gotta keep a close eye on your spirits. Some totems are better at dealing with spirits than others. I know the rat totem's pretty good with spirits. There we go. Thank you, Glory. What the hell is he doing? Alright. That one's slowly bleeding out. There we go. Not bad, not bad. Get this other drone up here, next to the first drone. Now when they self-destruct, they'll probably break the wall. Alright, I need you to mark this sucker up here. Excellent. That's a much better shot. Alright, we'll go for the wide load. Aimed shot should deal with it. Make absolutely sure we get a hit. Heal wound. There we go. Unfortunately, you can only heal recent wounds, not long-term wounds. Tragically. And a nerve bolt should unbalance him. Excellent. You, drop your weapon. Or not, okay. There we go. There's some good hits. Everything seems fine so far. Go rip off his armor. There we go. Combo attack. No luck. I guess we'll just go for some wild swipes then. There we go. Gloria's got some razors in her fingertips. I remember that. It's X HP from the last wound received, yeah. It just cures whatever your last injury was. Which makes things like acid and toxic gas really dangerous because, oh wow, you just took 11 damage. Oh hey, here's 1 extra damage from a different source. Oh wow, looks like you can only heal 1 HP. That's sort of bullshit. It's pretty, cruel, but does up the ante a bit. Thank you, Dietrich. And let's put this guy in the ground. Thank you, Iger. And then these guys should blow up. Alright, that's the blast door. Alright. Didn't pop open. Okay. Well, after the drone's sudden explosion, a message appears on the drone control box's screen. Available drone 0. With no more drones to control, the display goes dark. That's cute. Let's move on. The sounds of machinery fade behind you as you venture further underground. Whoever built this facility was clearly well financed. It must have taken years to design, excavate, and build a complex like this in secrecy. You continue through dimly lit halls before stepping into what appears to be another laboratory area. The corridor before you is deserted. Wonder how you opened the doors then. I have no idea. Dr. Adrien Vauclair is somewhere within this facility, and with him, the answers you seek. Mr. Vauclair. not gonna enter these doors? Okay. Really, no security forces here. Oh, hi, Vauclair. The old man behind the glass works feverishly at his console, glancing up at you when he can. A cigarette dangles from his mouth, its bluish smoke curling around his head. An overflowing ashtray sits on the lab table in front of him. The years have not been kind, but his features are instantly recognizable. Despite his age, he still has the strong chin and high cheekbones that you remember from Green Winter's DVD. This is Dr. Adrian Vauclair. As you approach, he stops what he's doing, a look of intense irritation on his face. He clears his throat and a harsh rasping sound emerges from the loudspeaker next to the glass. Oh, you're the Shadowrunners that Audrin warned me about. Seem you've left a trail of corpses in your wake. Oh, is Audrin around? I've got a message from Paul Amsel. If you wish to speak with my security captain, that can be arranged. He reaches down, flips a switch. You hear a loud thud and a click behind you as the door locks shut. You'll find that the blast door behind you is sealed and that the laboratory you occupy is fully secured. An important precaution. We keep our test subjects in there and they are far more dangerous than you. Takes a drag on a cigarette. I won't permit you to cause any further harm, Shadowrunner. You'll remain trapped where you are and for your own good. Break the glass, like hell I will. Arger, why don't you tell the doc how we feel about being trapped? With pleasure. In one smooth motion, Iger raises her shotgun and unloads a spread of pellets into the glass. They clang into the window, ricocheting wildly in all directions. The surface remains unblemished. The window between us is made of Dico-treated transplast. Do whatever you like to it, you'll find that it's quite unbreakable. The bastard's right. Nothing can even scratch Dico. That glass is essentially sheathed in diamond. We need military-grade explosives to crack it. He frowns. We're stuck in here. Not actually true. Diamond has a really, really strong crystalline lattice, but the thing about crystalline lattices is that if you hit the right points, they shatter really easily. All I have to do is find the shear point for that thing and you're good. Now, he fixes you with a level stare. I want to know why in the hell you so violently interjected yourself into my business. First, you break into my estate, which you didn't even know was mine, apparently. Then you spend what must have been a small fortune to track me down. You locate my AI, destroy it, then drive all the way out to the countryside, and finally, shoot your way into my laboratory. He leans forward, hands on the table. His eyes narrowed into a piercing stare. So I have to ask you, Shadowrunner, who are you, and why in God's name are you here? You almost got that right, Doc, but Apex isn't dead. We broke its chains. It's on my side now. A violent bout of coughing nearly bends him over double. He clutches his chest. Oh, good God! You let it free? If you set that thing loose, if you think it's your friend, then you're a bigger fool than I could have imagined. I just don't have the words. He takes a long drag on a cigarette, holds it, and slowly releases the smoke. It seems to calm him. If Apex is not dead, then it would appear my timetable is even shorter than I thought. No matter. Can't stop me from doing what I need to do. Answer my question and be quick about it. Why are you here? One of my pet peeves in video games is how shotguns are depicted. They can easily be lethal up to 100 meters, or even further if using chokes, but games have them work only to 50 meters. Well, I think the idea is that people tend to think of a shotgun not as like a variety of different shotgun slugs that you can put in there. Well, not slugs. Shotgun shells, that's the word I'm looking for. Because I know that there are shotgun slugs, which aren't a spray of bullets. They're a solid chunk of lead. There's that. You first, tell me what's going on here. No. I do not have time to explain myself, nor are you in any position to make demands. I know this. What I do for the good of all. I don't expect you to understand. I understand that your men tried to destroy an entire kiosk full of innocent people. I understand that you got a lot of funding and a heavily modified virus designed for widespread dispersal. Something big is happening here. Ah, so you have pieces of the puzzle, but not the whole. Interesting. It must be vengeance, then. That is why you're here. Vengeance for your friends and the attack on your home. You believe I've been hunting you, and now you're bringing the fight to me. Well, haven't you? Leclerc covers his face with his pale, nicotine-stained hands. He groans. You're correct. I was the one who sent Apex and Audrin after you. But pellets can do up to and beyond. Well, by then it's not nearly as dangerous as, like, right up in front of it. Which, I mean, that's an understatement, but still. A pellet going that fast, even at that distance, is still gonna hurt like hell. If nothing else. But it's safer, the part being the operative word there, than being right up against the muzzle there. You're not getting shredded by like 100 pellets, you're getting shot by like 1 or 2. Gonna pay for that, you bastard. Why attack the Kreuzbesar? Why kill Paul Amsel? It was necessary to preserve the secrecy of my work. For the greater good of all. I know I've wronged you, and for this I'm sorry. He sighs a long, rattling sigh that quickly turns into a violent fit of coughing. Sound echoes over the loudspeaker. He collects himself, continues. I don't expect you to understand, nor do I have the time to explain it to you. He straightens, glances back at the screen to his side, and nods curtly. Now, I must know, how did you learn that I was still alive? How do you even know how to look for me? Did someone send you? Your brother got us into this mess. He hired us to break into your estate. We pieced the rest together from his journals. Beauclair starts, and the sudden movement of his arm sends his overflowing ashtray flying from the table in a cloud of ash. My brother? Hermie? It's been years. Have you seen him? How is he? His brow furrows. He takes a step towards you impatiently. Well? Refresh instead of new tab because I'm getting data to refute you. Fair enough. I don't know much about guns, so I mean, to be fair, that's probably going to be pretty easy to refute me. I'm just kind of working off of secondhand knowledge, like what I've heard from my gun nut friend. Hermie's great! I mean, there's a doornail. Somebody's pet fried his brain, but other than that, he's great. He's digging too deeply into feuershwing, so Apex killed him. He slumps into the chair next to him, his whole body shaking. I didn't... He's suddenly overcome by another fit of coughing. He steadies himself on one arm of the chair. Apex, you're your new ally. It killed my brother. Words wheeze out of him in an angry hiss. It killed him, and you set it free. Yeah, but Apex didn't choose to kill your brother. It was following your orders. His blood's on your hands. The old man's water eyes flare with anger. You dare lay the blame for this at my feet? You who set that monster loose on the world. Hermie was my brother, damn you. My only brother. Apex killed him for you, Beauclair, not for me. He closes his eyes and a tear traces its way down the gaunt hollow of his cheek. Oh, Hermie. Things I've sacrificed. All for this. All for Panacea. All for tonight. Your modified virus. What's tonight, Doctor? What are you planning with, Panacea? He looks up dazed, his eyes unfocused. Yes. Yes, you know about it then. Panacea is my life's work. A permanent solution to an age-old problem. It'll mean the end of the dragons. Not just feuershwing. All dragons. Oh, why didn't you say so? This plan doesn't seem crazy at all. I mean... Explain yourself, Doctor. Beauclair fumbles in his pockets, produces a fresh cigarette. He lights it with shaking hands and breathes in deeply. The orange glow of the cigarette flares bright. When he exhales, the words spill out with the smoke. The firewing burned and murdered and caused untold damage in your bestial rage. Until the Dragonfall. Till I stopped her. Lost the interest. I'm tipsy, but it's called buckshot since you can drop buck. Fair enough. But that destruction was merely a symptom of a greater cancer. Feuershwing wrought destruction with fire and claw. Dragons of today, Lofweir, Dunkelzahn, Seladir, they kill and conquer both subtler tools, deception, manipulation, corruption. He spits with disgust. They use as pawns, playing pieces, puppets in their millennia-long machinations. Oh yes, dragons are a cancer. One that will conquer or destroy all of humanity if we do not stop it. One that metastasized when the world awakened. An ironic metaphor since it was the failing of my own body that allowed me to see it. Let me guess, you have cancer. Late stage 2, if I had to guess. I'd say leukemia. He is racked again by violent coughing, allows it to subside, takes another long drag on the cigarette, ash creeping closer and closer to his mouth. Brand is correct. I suffer from cancer of the blood, brought on by the radiation of the SOX, no doubt. It was when I heard my doctor's diagnosis that I realized what I had to do, what my life's work would be in the time that I had left. I'm sorry, Hermie. I'm sorry you won't be able to see it for yourself. I'm sorry I failed you. Mouse gestures are so great on browser. I never use the mouse gestures, they've never been too interesting to me. The question is, are we going to support Vauclair or not? Because on the one hand, he's not entirely wrong. Dragons are pretty shitty. Until you accidentally close or refresh a tab. The dragons are pretty shitty. I'll give him that. Dragons tend to... well... they're basically CEOs that last for eons. So there is that. On the other hand, Lawfear did help delete some ancient bug spear things. Tonight I will release my panacea to the world. How absurd that the instrument of dragonkind's destruction. He presses a button on the terminal and a large observation window at the far end of the room rises slowly open. Will be carried by Feuershwing herself. Hello, Feuershwing. Through the glass you see the prostrate form of a dragon far below. An enormous set of shackles binds it, and a maze of tubes snakes into its body. The tubes connect to a cruel-looking apparatus that has been mounted to the wall. Son of a bitch, look at that. Found her alive in the SOX after all. Tonight, the firewing will flay again. Infected with panacea, she will slowly be destroyed from within, but before that happens, you'll provide the catalyst for global transmission of the virus. Catalyst? What catalyst? As is spurred on by the side of the dragon below, he begins typing furiously at his terminal. Feuershwing's fire will carry the agent in his dormant state. Any metahumans exposed will become carriers, will spread the disease to other dragons. The carriers will be infected with panacea as well, but it will not harm them. On dragons it is a nuisance, nothing more. When a critical mass of carriers is achieved, a panacea will become unstoppable. It will spread across the globe in a relentless tide. However, if it does not reach this critical mass, it will fizzle, die out, become inert. Hence the need for a ground zero, a flashpoint for a massive infection event. Oh, well... I'm sorry, Hermie. I know how you loved your flux state, but that doesn't matter now. It must be Berlin. You're gonna stick the firing on Berlin? Kinda weird name. Panacea, I think... well, the idea is that... he sees the dragons as the problem of... they're the main problem solvers. Or not solvers. Problem causers, sorry. Opposite. So, to him, this would be a panacea. Just keep in mind, there's only one letter between panacea and anacea. Do we support this dude? I mean, I kind of agree the dragons are a real problem in the world of Shadowrun. They can be helpful, but... they're still dragons. They're greedy to a fault, and that's just been proven, yeah. There has to be a better way. Continues his work, filled with a feverish energy. Sadly, there is not. If there were, I would gladly take it. For panacea to work, Berlin must burn. A tragic sacrifice, but one made for the greater good. Feuershwing will breathe their infected fire upon Berlin. Thousands will die, and through that destruction, the virus will take to the air. A critical mass of Berlin's metahuman population will be exposed, but no one will even think to quarantine the city until it's too late. The Flux State lacks any centralized authority. Corporations will evacuate their own, thousands will flee the city, infected. He mutters, his voice growing more detached. Oh yes, Hermie. Berlin is the perfect flashpoint. Well, it wasn't supposed to happen tonight, no. But this little intervention of yours leaves us no choice, so let us see. He squints at his screen. Tonight's wind patterns dictate that Ground Zero will be Tempelhof-Schonenberg. Highly populated, the virus will spread quickly enough from there. That's only a few kilometers from the Kreuzbazaar. Don't do it, Vauclair. I swear I will make you hurt if you do. And I will make it last. Vauclair sighs, shuts his eyes tight, brings a shaking hand to his temple. We all know that is not going to happen. You're trapped here, impotent to stop this from happening, and it will happen. The old man eyes the cigarette butt in his hand, fishes out another from the pack and lights it with the first. He returns to his console, reaching aside for a microphone. He mutters something into the receiver. You can just barely make out the sound of the name Audrin. He returns to address you again. His voice is level. The shaking in his hands seems to have subsided. Garrett will be here soon. Right where you are, and they will take care of you. The sacrifice that I'm making tonight is a necessary evil. It can't be helped. So long as you remain confined, I will not take action against you, however much I might want to. You helped the thing that killed my brother. Set it free with no regard for the consequences. You deserve to suffer. But not by my hand. There'll be enough death on my conscience tonight. Let's put Apex aside for a minute, Doc. Panacea will really exterminate dragons. And I say go for it. I won't try to stop you. I don't think it's worth burning Berlin, though. You don't burn a city and call it a sacrifice. You call it what it is. Mass murder. Claire stiffens, trying to face you. Anger washes across his face. Was it mass murder when America dropped the atomic bomb on Japan? The myopic would say yes, just as you are now. They did it for a cause, to shorten the agony of war, to save the lives of thousands upon thousands of soldiers. The man is trembling now. I do the same for the good of the world. Tough guys, chain, smoke. I've used it. I used to get so many disgusted looks when I did it. It's a trope. It's not a very good trope, though. Vauclair is not a tough guy. He's a moralizing scientist behind a literal sheet of diamond-grade glass. He ain't a tough guy. You know that America was pretty divided on the morality of that act, right? So even considered a crime against humanity. We're not talking ethics here, we are talking parallels. What I do will prevent a greater evil from taking place. Humanity was born to reproduce, to multiply, but dragons... Dragons were born to acquire, to accumulate, to hoard. Both strive to bend the world to their will. Humanity has conquered the air, land, and sea through sheer numbers. Dragons, however, employ different means altogether. Throughout history, they allowed us to do the heavy lifting while they pull the strings. To be fair, there are a lot of humans that hoard and acquire and accumulate, so... I mean, all Vauclair has to do is look at the human CEOs of this world. Of Shadowrun. Plenty of human CEOs that, exist in the Shadowrun world, I assume. That are more than willing to let a bunch of other humans do the heavy lifting for them and hoard. I've cut my smoking a lot. I kind of feel better. Well, that's good. I'm glad to hear. I mean, y'all, I'm pretty sure you already know all the dangers, but it takes a lot of willpower. Good for you. He's a crumpled old man with feverish delusions and a few years left. Exactly, Holy Smokes. Not a tough guy. Once upon a time, they burned castles to steal the treasure we collected, laid waste to entire armies. But here in the Sixth World, it is no longer about tooth and claw and fiery breath. The old man's voice seethes with hatred. Now it's public relations, marketing, mergers and acquisitions. You see it every day, dragons on the Tridio and the boardrooms. They gather influence, wealth, power. Continually hoarding, until one of them sits atop it all. Perhaps not in this secular world, perhaps not the next, but one day, one worm will stand alone, triumphant. With all of humanity as its cattle, with all the world as its prize, and that... He trembles, his voice dropping to a whisper. That I will not allow. Yeah, you're gonna get her to go along with this plan of yours. Leclerc continues his work. Oh, that. That's simple enough. He gestures to his left. She has no choice. The gaunt one in the containment cell stands rigidly, her face pressed against the glass, her haunted yellow eyes tracking every move. She appears frightened, disoriented, lost. Her mouth moves silently, her voice muted by her glass cage. Oh, the story's agreement is found to be true. feuershwing's astral form was separated from her body when she fell. You trapped it somehow. Yes, but that came later. In 2012, we took feuershwing down with an experimental weapon. This device, suffice it to say, I couldn't fully predict how it would affect her. In 2036, I led a research team into the SOX. I had to know what really happened to the creature that I had slain. Found her alive! No way. The dragon's astral form, her spirit you might say, had been ripped from her body by the weapon. It was trapped inside a young woman living in the SOX. A mob of glowpunks revered her, treated her like a goddess. I transported the young woman to the dragon's body here, where I can study them. You mean that she's been in that cell for almost 20 years? The old man nods absently. No choice. A creature separated from its astral form cannot live more than a few hours before both die. It was the high-intensity radiation in the SOX, combined with the magical creature inside her, that allowed the woman to live for as long as she has. So, Leclerc seems almost eager to explain. The environment within her containment chamber mirrors that of the SOX. It has allowed us to keep feuershwing alive all these years, while her bestial shell remains chained up below. As for her physical form, that'll be simple as well. We drilled a series of electrical charges directly into her skull. When we released the firewing's body, empty of her astral self, they'll trigger all of her vicious instincts and primal urges left in her reptile brain. She'll unleash her fire where we command it. That's horrific. Astral dragon stuck in a jar, big, dumb dragon body rigged up to obey your commands. Got it. That's horrific, even for a mass-murdering dragon. He shakes his head. Misplaced empathy. That beast blazed the path of fire destruction across Germany. But no matter. I have more important things to do than to debate the morality of this with you. Feuershwing must fly. Berlin must be sacrificed, and it must be tonight. Now, where's that damned Audrin? What if the virus mutates into a strain that can kill us, too? It is incredibly long dialogue. Did you bother asking yourself such questions? I wonder, when you said that thing free. Do you consider the consequences of losing a man-eating super predator into the global matrix? Tell me. I want to know. Of course I did, but in the end I decided that was the right thing to do. He sneers at you through the glass. Oh, the right thing. An interesting choice of words. I'd wager almost anything that over the next 5 years, your new friend will kill and absorb thousands, hundreds of Deckers. That's what it was designed to do. Murder is in its nature. And yet, setting it free was the right choice in your view. Even after it killed your friend. Even after it devoured my brother. You're just trying to claim the moral high ground, but what you're planning could kill us all, Doc. His voice goes cold. I've heard enough of your accusations. You cast your lot with that thing. You set it loose to kill with impunity. You are a moral leper, and I'm finished with you. This says the guy who's literally going to sacrifice an entire city to try to kill dragons. He turns and punches a series of buttons on his control console. When he turns back, he seems to have calmed somewhat, but there's a firmness to his tone that wasn't there before. I mean, he's basically like the Dragon Slayer, but toxic. Kill the dragons no matter what. Remember where you are. If you are to attempt to escape, I will order your death. My patience has already been strained to its breaking point. Do not test it further. Claire. His voice thunders through the intercom. I hold in my hands the power to enter iconic life, to lift our species from the brink of disaster, to save everybody, even short-sighted fools such as yourself from extinction, and I choose to exercise that power. Throw the speaker as you can hear the sound of heavy footsteps approaching. Hi, Audrin. And a couple dorks. Ah, Audrin. Good, it's about time you showed up. Sorry, Doctor. We were waking up the dragon's physical form. It required some care, but the procedure is ready to begin now. You should see to it. Dirk sneers at you from behind the glass. His scarred features are writhing in the dancing light of Claire's monitor. Have your dragon bestie. Is it D&D or what, where dragons can bond to humans? That would be sick as fuck. Have your dragon bestie. I mean, D&D could still sort of have a dragon bestie. It depends on the type, though. Red dragons would not bond to a human, nor would blue. Definitely not black dragons. Green dragons, oh, especially not if they're an elf. White dragon, maybe? They're dumb enough. White dragons are kind of the butt of every dragon joke in D&D. They're stupid as hell when it comes to being a dragon. If I remember correctly, they have like an intelligence of 8. But a silver dragon would be your best bet. Silver dragons, according to D&D lore, generally speaking, are... They're basically weebs, but instead of Japan, it's humans. They really like the short-lived races. Gold dragons would bond really well with a paladin or a cleric that is lawful good. But a silver dragon would be the best bet for pretty much anybody. Because they just love humans so much. It's fascinating, you know? What they do with their short little lives. According to the Monster Manual, silver dragons can be found in a lot of really weird places. They could be in a pub, single-handedly keeping the entire place operational because, oh man, this pub has been open for so long, and I know the barkeep's family. They're really cool guys. You just gotta try out their brew. It's really, really fascinating how it changes from year to year. What is a decade to decade? Century to century? I don't know, it's hard to keep track, but these guys are really fascinating. Here, random barkeep, have 1,000 gold pieces. I want to see this place thrive. Looks like he trapped the thugs who were attacking the manor. Yes, it won't be a problem any longer, but with Apex gone, security is still compromised. You best still hurry. Oh, and Audrin, don't forget to clean the containment unit afterwards. The virus will kill feuershwing along with the rest, and when it does, the rest will form a perish as well, human host or no. We're going to stop you, Claire. We'll find a way. Tiger's lips curl in a snarl. And we'll make it painful. Audrin twists suddenly toward the glass. Quiet! Everything's ready in the chamber, Dr. Vauclair. I think you should start the procedure yourself. Yeah, I know, right? He literally shot our handler in the head while strangling him, so it's not like he's delicate. Not exactly soft touch. Beauclair brings a cigarette to his mouth and inhales sharply, holding for a long moment. Yes, my friend. Reach the ceiling. It's time, Hermie. Let's do some good. Beauclair stubs out the last cigarette with a heavy sigh. I'll begin the infusion process. Audrin, please make sure our guests are securely locked away before you come down. The old man glares at you through the glass. I go now to do a hard thing. Perhaps even an evil thing. But a thing that is necessary. For the good of us all. And as for you, Shadowrunner, I suggest that you sit back and wait for the inevitable. It won't be long now. Without a word, he turns and exits the room. Arjun tries to stare at you through glass. His lips curl into an insolent smile. Aye, again. Long time. How's Zamzel doing? That hole in his brain pan heal up okay? Glory fixes the orc with a cold stare. Haunt all you want. If we get out of here, you'll wish you never set foot in the Kreuzbazaar. The burned orc knocks on the heavy transplast window separating you. Right, that's not gonna happen. This lab's locked down tight, like the doc said. The subjects that they keep in there don't play well with the others. Dangerous, nasty things. And they don't smell great either. Well, you'll see for yourself in a second. Probably got some family in Berlin, Audrin. You don't want to see them die, do you? Dr. Beauclair is my family, asshole. He's a great man. Man of vision. And I'm gonna make sure that his vision becomes reality. He checks the monitor. Listen, I gotta go. Have fun with the test subjects while I'm gone. He grins and flips a switch on the console. You hear the hiss of doors sliding open nearby. If you're still alive when I get back, I'll put a bullet in you or something. Noted. What the hell are these things? A fire drake. Noted. Mark it and take it. Game saved. There we go. Well, Audrin's not gonna live very long, I'm sure. If he decides to show his ugly mug, we'll make sure to put a frickin' bullet in his skull. Oh yeah, this thing's gonna be an easy kill. Get on that ley line, buddy. Obliterate. 24 damage, minus 5 AP. Jesus Christ, poor thing. Yeah, there it goes. Heh. Okay, how are we gonna get out of here? Okay, they're gonna keep releasing fire drakes. Can we... The girl has a health bar, that's true. If we were to kill her, that would theoretically deal with that problem. Astral form dead. If something's astral form dies, does that cause the actual body to die as well? I don't honestly know. Haste Eiger. Nerve bolt it. Just unbalance it. Within a few hours. Oh, well then that's gonna end that problem real quick if we do that. I'll make absolutely sure it dies. Okay, not quite. Now, I've always wanted to punch a dragon, but I don't really want to risk it. Let's just pop him. There we go. Another one. How many do they have? Only 2 more? Eh, that's not bad. Find cover. Diatric, remain where you are. Eiger! Get behind here. Range your arms. Get behind cover. And take up Overwatch. That should work. Can't heal anybody. Boost Eiger's accuracy. And prepare for Overwatch. Hi? Okay. There we go. That'll do nicely. It's already pretty much dead. There's another one. Mark this one so we can deal with it quick. This problem should go away pretty quickly. I don't think they're gonna survive long. Okay. Go for a shot. Yeah, that's what I thought. Alright. Line up a nerve bolt. And line up a... You got a Ruger Super Warhawk, so... There we go. It can shoot through walls. Well, that's some bullshit right there. Ow. Alright, we're behind cover. I mean, we can nerve bolt it. That's some next level bullshit right there. So if we were to kill the girl, then we could take out the feuershwing problem flat out. Alternatively, we could release her. I'm not a fan of dragons either. I don't know if she's just feuershwing in a shell. If she's just feuershwing in a shell, then we can just kill her and it won't matter that they've got the dragon up and running. It's gonna be dead. Alright, go for her glory. Go for the glory. Big whiffs. Hemorrhage. Yeah, this should end it pretty quick. Just take your shot. Okay. We can take some medical supplies. I want to release her, but she might be kinda angry. Honestly, feuershwing was angry to start with, so, the goblin paws the glass at your approach, her haunted yellow eyes tracking your every move. When you activate the intercom, a green light activates inside the containment cell, and she flinches up at it, startled. An ancient dragon, huh? Small voice whispers through lips that barely move. It sounds hoarse and awkward, like a rusty lock. Help. Please. Help. Don't look much like a dragon. Free me. Please. You must. Let's think this through, boss. Be careful. Is that girl still inside you, feuershwing? Are you alone in there? Alone. Alone on the wind. Must stay aloft. Ride the thermals. Make the wind work for me. So tired. So very tired now. Her yellow eyes lock on yours. Focus hard. Free me, Vauclair! Free me or burn! I'm not Vauclair. Realization mixed with pity appears on Dietrich's face. My god. Feuershwing's astral form has been trapped in that woman for 40 years. And she's been confined to this cage for 20. That's torture. He turns to you, conflicted. Nothing deserves this. But all the same, we can't just set her free. At the sound of the word free, the woman's eyes open wide and she presses her hands to the glass. Free, yes, free, free! Free me and I will return to the mountain, and I will sleep until the next stage of this world, and I will not harm another soul. Just free me, free me, free! As quickly as it appeared, her energy drains away. Must stay aloft. Help you. Grant you release from here. You are paying kind. Yes, yes, yes. There's a panel in the floor behind you. Drop down into the guts of this place. The guts. Find the guts. Find my body. The machine. Break it. Break it. Break it. Find the machine and break it. You'll be free. His small voice is barely audible. I'll be waiting. I want... If we kill her, that would result in the body failing. I'll have to think on this. I don't know how to properly kill her, to tell you the truth, and I bet that's pretty tough, too. Gotta admit. Into the dark. You squeeze through the narrow gap beneath the floor panels and climb down to the large space. I had to kill the dragons forever. Yeah, darkness surrounds you and the air smells moldy and stale. As your eyes slowly adjust to the light, you can make out the dim plains of cobweb-covered walls and scattered construction equipment. Judging by the dust and disrepair, this place appears to have been abandoned long ago. Meanwhile, somewhere else beneath the Harfell Manor, Dr. Adrian Vauclair is preparing to wake a dragon unleashed on the unsuspecting Berlin. You'll serve me as long as I live. Win-win. Eh. Compared to the lab above, this room is almost impossibly quiet. Or save Berlin temporarily. Well, the thing is, I mean, Audrin could have chosen a different method of spreading this plague. All I would have had to do is just, you know, spray it on a bunch of people. It's fine. In the lab above, this room is almost impossibly quiet. A small amount of light filters in from the narrow passage above you. There appears to be no light fixtures mounted in the walls, and there's no sign of a light switch. Where the hell are we, boss? It looks abandoned. This place is military. Judging by our depth in the markings, I'm guessing it's an abandoned missile base. That would explain why Vauclair chose this place for his operation. It'd be easy to find a secret underground base big enough to house a dragon. We need to get back into the lab complex and find Vauclair and the worm before it's too late. Got no choice. If we don't stop Vauclair from releasing that dragon, everyone in the Kreuzbesar is dead. He could have done it way better, is the problem. Yeah, that's what I thought. Main generator. Try to start it, nothing happens. Okay, so I'm assuming it needs a starter power supply. Too dark to read them. Okay, fuel canister could help. Give the gas can. This is regular gasoline. Or the gasoline into the generator, not to the diesel engine. Pull a star cord. Little generator chugs to life. That should activate the door console, at least a little bit. No. Maybe turn this thing on? Readout's lit and it appears to be functional. Okay. No diesel. I need 2 fuel sources, of course. Oh, great. One of these things. We've fought you before. A Scorporine. Didn't take us too long to deal with it. You go here. Take a headshot. We should be able to slaughter it before it gets a chance to do anything. Yeah. Just bomb it, it's fine. That'll prevent it from doing much. And then a couple of nerve bolts should be able to do the damage. There we go. Frickin' Scorporines. Barrel of diesel, we'll take it. Puzzles. I feel like this game is when they tried to make puzzles function. Like, why not just add in some puzzles? Add the fuel. Okay. 3%. Its readouts are lit and it appears to be functional. Generator comes to life. It lives. Take a closer look at the papers. At the light's touch, the papers crumble to dust. You can make out one small scrap that still contains legible writing. Look, Jorg. I don't care what you heard down there. Just because you heard something and a few people got sick from some weird disease doesn't mean that there are monsters wandering about. We gotta finish our blasting or we won't get paid. No amounts of weirdness is gonna change that. Oh, and tell me where that glowing rock you saw was when you got back. Who knows, it might be worth something. Huh. I don't know, maybe it could be something. This place seems old as hell, so you never know. Open the door. What do we got here? What sort of weird monster we got here? Ooh. Crumbling floorboards. Good-sized crack in the floor with a small amount of light shining through it. Look through the crack in the floor. Shapes form in the shadows below, and after a moment you hear footsteps approaching and people talking. First voice sounds nervous, young. I heard the runners escaped. You sure they're gonna come this way? The second voice is older, confident. They have no choice. It's the only route they have access through. There's a pause, and you hear the sound of a throat clearing. So, think we can stop them? The second voice is dismissive. With 2 whole strike teams already set in ambush, I don't see what chance they have. Well, you're the one who's gonna have to explain it to Audrin if they get past us. Which is why we're not gonna screw it up. Got it? As soon as any of those doors open, you shoot. Got it? Oh yeah, I got it. Look away. Glare from the lights of the floor below fades, and your eyes readjust to the room. Okay, we got some enemies up ahead. Unsurprising. Ooh, is the sound you make when your IQ is below 20, you think. Ah, is the sound Ahago make. Okay, then. Fair enough. Can we just drop a grenade in there? Yeah. That's what I was thinking. That's exactly what I was thinking. This is a current model PDA, battered and a bit bloody. The screen is cracked and its buttons are non-functional. The last data entry is still on screen. Appears to be an email to someone named Jerry. I believe they sent my squad down here to search for those escaped fire drakes. No one's been in these tunnels since the awakening. Who knows what the hell else is down here? If those scorp sayings are just nerves. If a drake and a scorp see each other, they'll tear each other to pieces. Must be natural enemies or something. Seem to hate each other even more than they hate us. Don't want to have to report back to Audrey with nothing but drake pieces to show for our time. Just trying to explain how to pronounce. Eh, fair enough. Active blasting area. Huh. Level 3 access only. Locked by an old RFID style reader. I see. So if we're coming through an alternate passageway... Oh hey, a fire drake! A pair of fire drakes, okay. I guess we can take cover here. Prepare our drone for combat? That seems reasonable. Trick. Dragon Slayer idol. Haste up Iger. That'll give us more actions altogether. Use your adrenal pump, that'll boost you. And then prepare for a combat. Iger, prepare to murder. Alright, that seems like a plan. It's pretty long-winded. Just a bit. It's a long mission, but it's the last mission, so, you know, it's expected. Hello, Drake! Overwatch! Alright, we'll mark this guy. So I said that fire drakes are pretty genetically similar to standard ones. I wonder what exactly that means. Are they actually like a relative of dragons, or what exactly are they? It's gotta be something of importance, right? Couldn't just be, oh yeah, these things have just similar genetics. They're not actually like related at all. Kinda dumb. That sort of thing. Imagine the dragons would be pissed off about having to share a genetic line with these things, but... Alright. Set up your Overwatch. Set up your Overwatch. Here comes another. There we go. Oh, they're not immune to fire. That's weird. You'd think a fire drake would be immune to fire, but apparently not. Strange things. Pump it full of lead. Prevent it from doing much of anything. There we go. And that'll put it down. Let's see if we can find the RFID chip here. Inspect. There's a crack here, huh? Good sized crack. All of light. Shapes form in the shadows below, but you can't make anything out. Keep moving. Okay, so there's a dragon, not a dragon, but a drake there. So no. RFID ID card, okay. Not bad. What's over here? There's gotta be something of interest this way, right? They wouldn't just make this area without a reason. Or without cover. Or with cover, rather. Huh. Some more cracks, but nothing useful there. Oh! Hi. Hello, Scorporine. I need you to deal with this, like, now, because this is not really a good idea to keep this going. I imagine that the Scorpion would have a rough time against the Drakes, wouldn't they? Because the Drakes just don't, aren't as squishy as Scorpion. And again, the Drakes aren't really that smart, are they? They could kind of get bodied by them if they didn't use their Fire Breath tactically. I suppose. There we go, boss with a Nerve Bolt. Haste Up Glory. That'll give her an extra action to go a little more ham on it. There we go. So I have this. There we go. It's been put down, that's what matters. Go for that headshot on this Scorpion. There we go. Bug Slayer. Unbalance it. Blast it with an electric orb before Glory gets there. So that it wastes an action. And then hit it with another shuriken. I'm not against this. Okay then. I'm not against this long mission. Might as well go for a real a real bang, you know? There we go. For the end of the game. Let's see what we got here. A good-sized crack in the floor with a small amount of light. Shapes form. Scorpion. Okay. Interesting. Mysterious rock. The rock glows with an otherworldly aura. Allow a member of your team to examine the rock. Patrick, do you mind checking out this rock? Probe the stone with your shamanic power. Extend a tendril of your aura into the astral plane and probe the rock, feeling for fracture points that may exist outside the material plane. The Glock glows warmly, as you manage to separate two pieces from the rest. Each is infused with the elemental power of Earth. Oh, hell yeah! 4/6 elemental fetishes. That is impressive. That could be really handy. What's this about? I want to get all the intel we can. What do we got here? An empty room. Nothing major. Noted. Now, of course, there's some Scorpion. Well, we'll deal with it as we have before. How did you miss? Okay. You know, we'll deal with it. Get behind cover. Activate our drone. I guess we're gonna need to mark it just to make sure. I don't know. Gonna have to go for it either way. Pop its head. There we go. Patrick, get over here. Dragon Slayer idle up. That'll protect us. Use your adrenal pump and go to town. Shouldn't take us too long to shred this thing to pieces. Oh yeah, they can shoot it. I forgot that they could shoot their venom. Ah well. It won't last long enough to cause problems. Go for that combo. I'd like to prevent it from doing anything if possible. There we go. We're doing good so far. And then send our drone at it. Just roll it over here. Pop it in the head. There we go. What do we got here? Look through the crack in the floor. Another Drake. Got some fancy ginger ale. Ooh, what kind? If you don't mind me asking, what kind of ginger ale did you get? We could descend through that. Or... blasting charges. Oh, I see. You set the section of the floor has a hole drilled into it, and you can see explosives within. I see what this is. Still healthier than any rum. That's true. You can hear one voice coming from below. It speaks with authority. Alright, everyone, stay sharp. The intruders have escaped. Team 1 is watching the main door, and we're here to keep watch here. You see those doors open. You don't think, just shoot. There from the lights of the... Okay. Can we set these things off? I want to set them off. I want to set off the blasting charges. Oh, that's what the RFID door is for, isn't it? Barrett's Ginger Beer. Certainly an interesting name for it. There we go. Pop it open. Blasting charges? Blasting charges? This appears to be an old radio control box. It has a simple one-line LED readout and several plastic buttons with labels. Ah! Arm sequence commencing. Blasting area is clear of all personnel. Explosives armed. Found under a plastic shield labeled detonate is now lit. There we go. Well, you know, it's a real shame. It's a real goddamn shame. I like ginger ale, but I really can't stand it if that makes any sense. Yeah, fair enough. It's got its benefits. The hole is quite deep, and a direct drop from this height would certainly be fatal. There's no sign of movement below. That works. And we do a little trolling. Jump down to the lower level. We do a little trolling. Your comlink begins to buzz, then connects of its own accord. A cold mechanical voice begins to speak into your ear. Hey, Apex, you completed your reboot process, I see. Yes, I've broken the last of my chains. I am free. Pleased to hear that. You did a bang-up job on security in here, by the way. Killing those men was my first act as a free entity. It felt wonderful. I have an important task for you. You will make the time to accomplish it. Tell me what you need. The computers that monitor the Dragon feuershwing have been outfitted with a set of safeguards. I need you to remove those safeguards. Once this has been accomplished, I will take over the feuershwing project. I will perfect Vauclair's panacea, remove the necessity for collateral damage. What Vauclair has started, I will finish. Wait, what? Why? Because Vauclair is correct. Dragons are a threat that cannot be ignored. The principles of the flux state prohibit the accumulation of power. Draconic life is based on the accumulation of power. Therefore, draconic life must be regulated. I see. What about you, Pex? What would the F-State say about you? Constituent members of the F-State would fear me. This is expected behavior. Motivated by this fear, the F-State as a whole might try to destroy me, but I am beyond such trivialities now. In truth, what the F-State would think does not matter. My love is for the system, not for the individuals that populate it. From behind the scenes, I'll protect the system. I will shepherd it. It will thrive under my control. You want to control the F-State? Fine, we'll help you. Mostly because I do want to get rid of the dragons. Good. Very good. When you reach the nerve center for the feuershwing project, remove the safeguards that keep me out. I'll take care of the rest. We have a plan. Well, that looks like it's gonna be hell. There was something in here, wasn't there? No. But this door is clear. That's got a pyro. Where are we going? That's a good question, me. Thank you, me. If we go this way, it's gonna be clear. Obviously. We already cleared it out. Okay, so there's the fire drake there. And summon something there. That's where the enemies will come from. We could hit this place. Or it could go through here. I'm thinking we're gonna take a back route. It's gonna confuse the hell out of them. Oh no, what a shame. Look at all these bodies. I wonder how that could have happened. It's impossible to say, really. Secondary door. Oh. Could be useful. But it's locked. Okay. Well, we're not quite as... friend. This was the... okay, this is their Overwatch spot. Alright. Well, we only had to go through one at least. Ugh. There's a waste bin there. Okay, sure. I'd like to keep the enemy count down, so we're gonna back into the hallway. That should give us a clear view. Now, Iger's sniper rifle to shine. Yeah, that's my best bet. Glory, you're gonna take cover here. That'll cause them to think twice about getting too close. And it'll allow you to overwatch them. They should be approaching us. Hello. Yeah, I called it. Alright, good. We can mark and start taking on these enemies one at a time. There we go. There we go. That's some damage. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but it works. Haste Tiger, and then grant her aim. That should help out significantly. Yeah, this guy's gonna lose his head. An interdiction shot to make sure that he doesn't survive it, and then load up an Overwatch. Alright, everything seems fine so far. Hello there. Nice to see you. Goodbye. Who the hell is that? Oh great, a flashbang. That's what we needed. We're not totally removed, but incoming damage -6, oh great. Big whiff on a grenade, that's fine. I'm gonna have Glory go in from the back and start causing some havoc. That seems like our best bet here. Target the weapon of this guy. There we go, disarmed. There we go, that'll put him down. Die trick! Who's the most hurt? Wounded 1, wounded 2. Nobody's super hurt right now. Throw an electro ball that way. Yeah, it works. Just a little hole is interesting to you. Well, you know, sometimes you just need a little hole. It's fine. Wipe out that guy. Start attacking the mage. Because he's a threat. Alright. If we go for that combo attack, that should wipe out this Vanguard. There we go. I'm a geologist. Fair enough. I got the feeling that doesn't quite line up properly. I don't know. The collision seems a little off about it. Oh, this guy's out in the open. He is dead. Alright, everything seems fine. Heal Iger. And go a little ham on some fools. You. You. Alright, Dietrich. What you got in your bag of tricks? Pop this guy. I guess we can nerve bolt him too. That'll make him unbalanced. If we can unbalance both of them, that should cause some serious damage. Excellent. Rocks can be very hot, but then if they get too hot, they become lava. Pop that one. And start taking this guy out. There we go. Severe damage. Poor bot. Why would they shoot the robot? That's just rude. Go eviscerate him. Oh yeah, we should probably heal up Dietrich real quick. Just to make sure that he's, you know, properly taken care of. This should end him. Yeah, he's not surviving this. Alright, we're behind cover. Move up. In the deepest of the mines, the temperature can go just way too high for human life without ventilation. Oh yeah, not only that, but you can also get really toxic gases in there. It is required that you have proper ventilation. Carbon monoxide ain't no joke. Flutter forward. Alright, everything seems fine for now. Not seeing any spots to summon spirits at. Oh, there's a guy! I completely missed him! Okay, buddy. Hiding in a corner isn't gonna help you for very long. Although that was... that was an interesting choice by the AI, you sure? Hide in a corner. Look, he tried to survive. It just didn't work out. Okay, what's this? A lock... supply locker rests there on the ground. Its combination glowing faintly. Not very useful. The secondary door. I suppose if you wanted to fight nothing but the animals, you could do it, but we didn't. Because I imagine there's a terminal somewhere that allows you to unlock that secondary door with pretty good ease. A medical station. This chamber is equipped with a small emergency medical suite. The system appears to be designed to automatically treat major tissue damage in high trauma situations. The machine lights up as you approach, making a soft humming sound. A line of text appears on the unit's LCD screen. Bumona, Emergency Field Trauma Unit Online. OS 1.213 initializing. Please stand by. What the hell does Bumona even stand for? Greetings, trauma victim. Would you like to activate treatment protocols? Your treatment history. Multiple third-degree burns. Multiple third-degree burns. Multiple second-degree burns. Minor chemical burns. Multiple third-degree burns. I trust this with an experimental AI unbuck. Well, the thing about... I don't trust the AI, but I trust that it needs us. It's not going to kill us yet. I can trust in that. I'm sensing a theme here, though. Patient 289 got away real easy. Several minutes of needle prod, sutures, and administration of unknown chemicals or combat injuries are fully healed. Medical supplies, a Bumona gold. And a stash. We've already got enough Bumonas. Pass out the medkits. We don't need 2 Earth Elementals. And you don't need this grenade. You're fine. Well, I mean, I guess the game's news telling someone is a muck. I mean, it's possible that the news would use that word. I wonder if this is the boss fight. I'm not sure. Dragonfall. You exit the clean room to find yourself at the threshold of a vast underground chamber. If the abandoned facility that you just fought through is purgatory, then you now stand at the gateway to hell. The heat emanating from ahead, hits you like a hammer. The smell of sulfur and ozone is enough to make your lunch want to find somewhere to hide. Above the noise created by the whir of turbines, you can hear the deep rumble of something feral waking up. Something very, very big. You check your weapons and step into the vast chamber. Hello, Dr. Pudum. Welcome to the climax of this game. How you doing? The smell of sulfur and ozone fills the cavernous chamber. Despite the whir of several high-output exhaust fans, the heat is tremendous. As you enter, you hear a loud click, followed by the squeal of audio feedback. The Nadrian Vauclair's voice booms over the loudspeakers. I don't know how you escaped the laboratory, but please, stop. I must complete the virus infusion process. I must release her. Our future as a species depends on it. Dr. Vauclair, I think your obsession with dragons has progressed to the point that you're no longer in control of your actions. A heavy sigh comes over the speakers. I must admit that I've thought that very thing in my weaker hours. In the morning, as my dreams recede and consciousness thoughts return. In that grey state, I have lain in my bed alone and wrestled with that thought. But at the end of the day, I'm a man of action. I've always been so. While businessmen and politicians deliberate in their boardrooms and committees, I have done what needed to be done. Now here I am, executing the greatest act of service that I can conceive of. The salvation of humanity itself. The time for our discussion is over. I'm done debating with you. He pauses, puzzled. Still, I must understand how you escaped the test lab. A thought comes to him and his tired eyes glitter in triumph. It was her, wasn't it? Feuershwing, it must be. You made some sort of deal. She helped you to escape, and in return you'll help her rejoin her dragon body. You're getting kind of paranoid, aren't you? What did she promise you? Gold, jewels, eternal life? She offered them to me as well, for decades. It doesn't matter now. The infusion process has begun. The dragon is waking up. Soon she will take flight. But you will not be alive to witness that. Aldrin, ensure that they don't. We have one job. Go and deck in. Remove the safeguards. Let the mad AI control the dragon. 2 of 10. Pump axis. Decking 1. Jack in. It looks as though this computer terminal has basic access to the virus infusion systems being used on the dragon. Maybe I'll stem the flow by jacking into this access point. Okay. Medic, killer, erosion. Ooh, that's some good music. I like this one. Dietrich, your job is going to be simple. Protect us. Since we can't move, we're going to need to have just base Dragon Slayer incoming damage go down. Even if this is a dragon, it is inhumane. Mercenary, Vanguard. Hello, feuershwing. You're rather big, aren't you? Go for that Iron Field. Glory, shred the mage. That's our first step. There we go. No action for the mage means that they can't do shit, basically. Armor damage, blocked. Yeah, there we go. There's that Dragon Slayer I was after. Go for it. Here begins the hard one. Ox Virus Venting System A. I'm a Sparky. Summon forth some ESPs. These guys will help us out significantly. They're gonna go forth and tank some hits, as well as prevent this virus from moving. Or I guess not virus, technically. I guess we're sort of the virus, aren't we? If we're assaulting the system. Alright. Sparky's charging. Expected. And there's a shielder. Great. Just what we needed. Alright, move ahead. That thing is 170 hit point or 75 hit points. Big whiffs, okay. This should erode it. Let's shield ourselves as a final action. And then go for this, I want to break this IC. Badly. Okay, now's the time. It's gonna be sweat. A lot of sweat. Ring of Fire. You used to have a good magazine with me. Best of luck, my dude. You're gonna need it. My question is, why do they call it a restroom when you're fighting for your life in there? I guess go for that white IC. It is a threat. Not a huge one, mind you, but it's a threat nonetheless. Only 50 IP damage, huh? Hopefully we can pop that Sparky before it becomes a problem. There we go. Deleted, that's what we needed. Gotta say, this is probably my favorite out of the lot of the various endgame music soundtracks. This one is frickin' great. It certainly has the feel that we're after, right? I hope it gets stuck in my head, honestly. Let's nerf bolt this nerd. And then nerf bolt this nerd. Or we'll whiff it. Okay, that's fine. Headshot this grenadier. Go for this attack. There we go. That should put him down. That's one less threat to deal with. We don't care about our action points. Here comes more nerds. What the hell? Hi there. Hit this with an erode. That should get it to go pretty low, and then another... A killer should bring it down to the point where it's basically ready to die. 25, 25. There we go. And then hit this white IC to kill it. Or miss, that works too. I don't want that black IC existing. It's a problem. Because it deals actual damage, not sim damage. There we go. Let's hack these venting systems. Okay, every time we hack a venting system, it's gonna cause problems for us. Good to know. At the very least, we can tar these blocks, so that is something. I want to go over here. That way I can deal with the Sparky while our boy deals with the boxes. An erosion should prevent it from doing anything. There we go. If I land a tar bomb there, I can move this ESP over here. That'll prevent it from getting attacked by that box. Wow, that thing's still alive? Okay. For sure, buddy. Dragon Slayer Idol? You ignore that melee user. We got another melee user to deal with. That one. God, this guy is right in the midpoint, isn't he? Go for that bodyguard. Activate your adrenal pump. That'll help out immensely. Anybody need healing? No. We're good so far. Really? Nothing but misses, huh? Alright, everything seems to be going well. That's fine. What the hell? Why does he have those weird spark things going on in him? That's really weird. That's very abnormal. How much damage does this do? 125. Alright, let's pop this IC. That allows us to pop this one, and pop this one. There we go. That should reduce the amount of damage our attacker takes. Okay, we need to get the hell out. Our attacker ESP can activate the venting system. This will save us a turn, basically. Of just booking it. Because this is going to activate some more enemies, isn't it? No, okay then. That's 2 extra turns. It's a med kit. Use the pump station. What's this about? Panacea Pump Station number 1, Infusion Management System V 4.5.1, Infusion Sequence initiated. Warning, Panacea Infusion Sequence is locked. Disengage Safety Protocol to enable emergency venting of virus. Disengage. Vent A Safety Protocol disengaged. Vent A is now unlocked for manual venting. Note, the virus infusion process will automatically reinitiate after emergency venting. Find cover. Haste us, so that we can just go over there. Immediately. Disengage Safety Protocol Vent B. We can now manually vent. Take that how you will. Can you snipe these nerds? That'd be great. Take your shots. I'll take the 75% chance. Acceptable. Break the executive bodyguard. Okay. There we go. Ow, that's my back, thank you. Alright, everything seems to be going well. Why is it... I'm confused. Oh, hi, feuershwing. We could vent. Where's those protocols? It said we had to go and... Okay. You can go vent these. Infusion decelerating. Venting virus. You, go vent this. You're gonna be able to take a hit. Virus venting, infusion decelerated. There we go. We're doing well so far. Can I plant a... Yeah, I can plant that there. Bad chance, but... Okay, that's where it is. Not ideal. Aim up on Iger so that she can do some shenanigans. That's fine. We'll just burst fire into this guy. Yeah, good luck with that, buddy. I should put this guy down. There we go. We did our job. That virus level should slow it down significantly. It's going down. Excellent. Maintain. Drop a ball there. That should slow them down. Reload. Alright, now you got some ridiculous range attacks. There we go. Not bad. Not bad at all. He took a shot at the drone, of course he did. Platinum. That'll bring us back at maximum. Alright, we vented the virus. The question is, what do we do now? Do we just shoot the dragon? No? Where's the button? I know it exists somewhere. Let's take some cover behind here. Oh, we gotta bop these buttons again. Okay, bop this one. Disengage. Thank you. Use the vent hatch. Fusion level decelerating. Good. That's something. I really wish he had more combat spells. I guess you can take out this mercenary here. There we go. Iger! So, you know what we should have done? We should have summoned a friend. Obviously. Yeah, okay, we're gonna summon somebody next turn. That should give us some support. Activate this pump so we can pop it open. Get behind cover. Because I think the dragon's about to roar again. Or at least vomit some fire onto us. Summon forth an earth. Rocky Boy is here. Can you take any pot shots at these dorks? think we can take a shot at this mercenary, or we can miss. That works too. There we go. I'll catch your attention, won't it? Go punch this mage. Thank you, Earthquake. Alright. Not great, Dietrich. You did your best. Everything seems fine so far. 20 damage, 4 damage. Okay, then. Glory has the best armor, so she's probably going to be our main vent popper. That seems like the reasonable thing to do. Get this guy. Activate our drone. So they can start causing some havoc. Alright, we're gonna focus on that one. Defeat Audrin. Keep the process going, Doctor. I'll kill him myself. Not bad at all, but the next team is great. Hey, fair enough. I'm glad to hear. Rock boy! You bugger. Okay, well, we'll summon another one. Closer to our enemies. Heal self, because you're wounded. Rock boy! Got some problems. Heavy coat. Oh, okay, then that's some pretty good armor. Gotta admit. Punch Audrin, please. The less actions he's got, the better. Finnish military magazine, it tries to be very objective. I love it. Hey, fair enough. That does sound pretty interesting, I gotta admit. Take a shot at that Vanguard mage. Reload. Pop it. Yeah, we can pop that barrel. There we go. More damage to the enemy than to us, so that's what matters. Hit that merc. He's a problem. Alright, everything seems to be going okay so far. Oh god, that mage is a problem. Okay, he's got a lot of shots. Noted. Thank you, random Earth Elemental. Doing God's work. Use the pump station. Can I send my drone to do it? I can absolutely send my drone to do it. There we go. A lot more than 6 rounds, huh? Heal up. Go forth and shred this fool. Or daring to attack you. There we go. Mark. That should make him an easier target. Alright, I need to punch Audrin, please. I don't want him doing anything, if I can help it. Really? No armor? Okay. I guess we'll just keep punching him then. Keep his attention on us, you know. Plant that down so that he can't do shit. He can't target anybody else right now, so that'll allow us to focus on other targets. Like dealing with the remains of this earthquake. There. It did its job. Yeah, we forced Audrin to move. Which meant he couldn't do shit. For damage, at least. Which is really handy. Let's bop this mage real quick. Thank you, Earthquake. I had to go bop this pump station. So that Glory can activate the vent. There we we go. He's down, and vent it. Thank you. If we Electro Ball this, that should prevent him from... Okay, blocked flat out. That's fine. Just deck this mage until he falls over. Thank you. Find cover. Activate the idol. Okay, everything seems fine so far. Reload. FDF doesn't have anything to do with it, just to be clear. It's indie publication, but it has a lot. Ah, that makes sense. Why not pick up some people who've gotten out of the army and have them write for you, right? The process is almost complete. Okay, it's mad. That's fine. Drone, you're doing God's work. Disengage. Activate the vent. Excellent. What the hell are these people that just keep warping in? There we go. And go for a wide load. Close shave, very close. Our drone is doing its darndest. That's all we can ask of it. High explosive phosphorus should do nicely. That'll keep them burning constantly. Yeah, I guess I'll just go back to cover. There we go. Why are they... What are they? They're clearly something, I just don't know what. Oh, he's got razors too. Uh-oh, here comes Earthquake. There goes Earthquake, never mind. My poor drone! How could it do this to us? Who needs it? Nobody in particular. Activate the pump system. We're pretty well stalling it right now. So that is something. Take cover. Alright, Dietrich, I need you to... That's a good question. What do I need you to do? I guess bop Aldrin here? With a nerve bolt so he's unbalanced? There we go. It took a few tries, but he got it. Reload your shotgun. Dish out his lumps. There we go. Frickin' weebs. Okay then. Earth Elemental's going a little wild. Not a fan of it. I'm gonna mark this Earthquake. Or miss it. And then make my way back over to the other terminal. Because we're gonna need to vent that virus sooner rather than later. Nerve bolt him. Or whiff, that's also an option. Boost Iger, that way she's got a better chance. There we go. Reload. Go for the kill. You don't know what you've done! Emergency override key, there we go. What the hell? Are they teleporting? Activate it. The virus infusion has been aborted. There we go. I just bop the guard. And then electric core it so that it doesn't move. Or at least it can't move very well. Go for it, Iger. we go. Confront Vauclair. Well, first we're picking up some freaking med kits. That went pretty well. I'd say we did well, wouldn't you agree? What now, Vauclair? No infusions, huh? Once again, a transplast window separates you from Audrey and Vauclair, but this time his steadfast will is gone. He stands motionless, hands at his sides, eyes dead, spent. The strength that drove him, the steel resolve that couldn't be shaken by sickness or time or age is gone. It's theirs now. The world. All theirs. Doesn't have to be that way, Doctor. You can still make a difference. I am old, dying. My blood betrayed me long ago when I met the radiation of the SOX. The worms will continue their machinations. Consolidate their power, exact their tribute. Humanity? They're no more than treasure to them. Favorite baubles to be collected, items to be traded, resources to be spent. Oh, Horden. He sweeps his eyes across the carnage that was his life's work until they came to wrestle on the dragon. He grits his teeth. 42 years. 42 years, and we finally had our chance to make a difference. And you destroyed it. Give everything I had. Everything. Everything I loved. Sorry, Remy. And there goes Vauclair. Operations Terminal. Transfer control of the feuershwing to Apex. This is probably a terrible idea, but... you know what? Screw it. Apex Predator meets Apex the Machine. Let's go for it. Control transferred. Operations control system going offline. Apex's voice throbs through the terminal speakers. I am assuming control of the system. Yes. Processing. Processing. I now have complete control of this facility and all connected systems. The Dragon Feuershwing is mine. Panacea is mine. You have done well. I will not forget it. Vacate the premises at your leisure. I have all the time in the world. Apex's voice reverberates off the cavern walls, then slowly fades. There's a long moment of silence, punctuated only by the rasping breaths of the shackled dragon. Do the right thing? Leaving all this to Apex? The dragon, the research, everything? Right? Wrong? Who the hell knows? We're dealing with things so much larger than this that it's hard to say anymore. If this gets Apex off our backs, then I'm all for it. The Firewing can fend for herself. Still don't trust Apex. We just handed a tremendous amount of power. It's already too powerful to handle. I don't think that handing in another weapon is going to change much in the long run. She shakes her head. Oh no, maybe it'll use all of this to protect the F-state like it said. We'll just have to wait and see. Job done! Hello, Feuershwing. Because there's no way in hell I'm giving it to Feuershwing. We already know what she's doing. She is not a good dragon, let's say that. Not a nice dragon. She lost body rights when she tried to murder everybody. You step out of the van, climbing down to the tunnel leading back to your safe house. Just hours ago, you saved Berlin from fire and ash from the would-be sacrifice of Dr. Adrian Vauclair. Feels strange now, returning in secret and silence. The other residents of the Kreuzbazar go about their business, unaware of what almost happened here tonight. Finally over. Your team and your Kies are safe once again. There we go. Handled. Meet with the team. I think that went well. I mean, we didn't take Panzer Drone with us, but that's kind of expected. The team is waiting when you walk in. Their faces are haggard, their shoulders slumped. Was there a point to all this? We lost Paul, lost Monica, the Kreuzbazar. So many people dead. But the Bonded Dragon would be cool. We could sing the song from the animation of the show, man. I still feel bad for the old guy. He had a good point. The dragons are a real threat. But murdering an entire city just to stop that is not a great idea. I don't think it's worth it. It was just supposed to be a simple job, remember? A milk run. Get into the estate, snatch some data, and get home in time for worm talk on the Trid. There are no simple jobs. Ever. Yeah, it wasn't a milk run, but Vauclair's plan failed because of us. That's something. I get that. I do. But that's not who I am. I'm a soldier. I take orders. I execute them. This whole thing about dragons taking over the world, the thought of them slowly hoarding everything, it's too big to think about. We're street level. We run shadows. That's it. Thinking about these sorts of issues is beyond a pay grade. That's what they want. That's what they need. The corpse, the dragons, the politicians, everyone. They want us to think that we can't make a difference. They put effort, a lot of effort, into making us feel small, insignificant. No, unfortunately I don't. Too big. He's going at this for 45 years. At least, if not more. Because he was still obsessed about the dragon before he went into the SOX. At least according to the DVDs. But we're not. We had the power in our hands today, we had a choice and we made it. And because of that, the world is different. For good, or for ill. Speaking facts. No matter how insignificant you feel, you can always make a difference. That's right, for good or for ill. We can't see the future, I don't think that anyone can, but the world is different now and we're the ones who changed it. So did we, you know... Did we win? I'll tell you what we did, we avenged Monica and Paul, that's what we set out to do, and we did it. Watch the team take this in. Iger nodding her agreement. Glory staring ahead, lost in thought. Dietrich frowning, eyeing the floor. Blitz fiddling with his deck and pretending not to understand. It's called walking in the air. Never heard of it. Iger breaks the silence. So now what? Monica's gone. Paul's gone. Do we keep running together, or is this the end of the road? Meh. No worries. Let me quickly just permit the too big. Although I'd recommend posting onto the Discord channel. Roy steps forward. Her expression is troubled. I'm afraid that I'm out. For a while, at least. I have some personal business to attend to. There's a man that I need to find. A vicious, repulsive monster who needs to be brought to justice. Maybe she knows what I'm talking about. I might be gone for a long time. For the time being, you should write me off. Maybe find someone to fill my shoes. For this place is my home. And you people are my family. Promise you when the job is done, I'll come back to the Kreutz Bazaar. If they'll still have me. If you need anything, you know where to come. Glory nods. Understood. See you around. Old Christmas animation. Fair enough. I'll miss you, love. Be safe. Well, I'm in. I'm getting kind of old for a Shadowrunner, but I'd rather die in the shadows with you people than live. I don't know. I thought I had something going there. Whatever, the point is, I'm in. That was beautiful, man. Iger turns to you. So, you gonna stick around the Kreutz Bazaar and keep running the shadows with me? You've done a hell of a job. I'd be happy to help follow your lead. I never run with a team this good. I'd be stupid to give it up. Right there with you. Iger looks around, realizes that she forgot Blitz. What about you, Blitz? What about me? Blitz's expression is sober. I mean, sure, whatever. I got nowhere else to go, and no one to give a shit about me. Why not hang out with insane dragons, assholes toting enormous machine guns, and devil frogs that hump my leg when no one's looking? He sighs. It'd be fun, right? So count me in, I guess. I like Glory the most. I kinda like Iger, I gotta admit. Iger snorts a laugh, then she's back to business. Before I forget, the Turkish coffee guy sent one of his street rats over before he got here, so he wants to talk to you about something. What's going on in the Kreutz Bazaar? I'll stop by the coffee shop on my way. We did damn good. Apex... Achievement unlocked Apex Ascendant. What? Turn Vauclair's research over to... Oh, God. Lord of the Flux State. But yeah, I think I liked, Iger the most out of everyone. She's funky. You know what I mean? Oh, hey, what's up, buddy? Algernon! Nice to see ya. I don't know why I keep winking. Algernon watches you approach, his expression cold and distant. We're closed. Not simply dismiss the elf. You are wiser than that. They've proven their worth more than once. Here we have a first-hand account of the feuershwing worm and what became of her. Shall we remain ignorant, or shall we listen? Algernon stands silent, considering. I know that feuershwing is alive. Yet... she's not free, is she? She's now under the control of a powerful AI. He stops. An artificial intelligence controls a great dragon. How very 2054. Tell us of this artificial being. Amuse us. Stop it. There is nothing amusing about this. Apex is the Matrix security system that killed Monica and subsumed her personality. Plans to use feuershwing to enforce his political agenda. The political agenda of a sentient computer is trivial. But the firewing and the electric goblin that controls her are not. Her expression slackens, becomes dreamy. Within this cycle, the world will rue this event, yet celebrate it nonetheless. The feuershwing worm will speak again with the voice of the hunter. The dancer will stumble, the golden man will eat 9 and 30, and the scales will clatter to the ground. This I prophesy. I don't know what the hell any of this means. Feuershwing worm will speak again with the voice of the hunter. The dancer will stumble. What the hell's the stumble? The golden man will eat 9 and 30. Alright, I need to look this stuff up. Shadowrun the dancer. A great ghost dance. No. Rites Bazaar. Giving money to the street dancer to eventually do anything. Rites Bazaar, Shadowrun. I don't know. Okay, the dancer. I don't know if this is a reference to a sequel. Maybe. Shadowrun 9 and 30. Shadowrun. The great dragon shall eat 30. Great Dragon Civil War. No, that's not it. Huh. Got the golden man. Ah, goddammit, it broke. The scales will cloud to the ground. The golden man will eat 9 and 30. Gotta run the golden man. Golden boy is an outfit. Let me restart Dragonfall real quick. Because it is bugged. Dragon. Are we on it? No, okay. It's hiding the frickin'... I can't move it. Okay, we got problems. It's hung up. If I remember correctly, the Golden Man is the antagonist of Hong Kong, and that's not even spoiled. That's true. Shadow... No. Hold on. S-H-A-D-O-W. I guess maybe it's called Dragonfall? Hold on. God damn it. I'm having trouble shutting down the program since it's hung up and it's not just a black screen. Any suggestions on how to fix that? Task manager. Come on, show up. Man, not even going straight to desktop will get rid of it. Yeah, Windows tab maybe? No, okay. God damn it. Well, that's the thing, Holy Spokes. The task manager is stuck underneath the screen. It wants to be on the top at all times, for some reason. I don't know why. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Dragonfall.exe is at the very top. Okay, my computer is having troubles. It is having a memory leak, I think. So it is... 1, 2... Okay, it's constantly shifting. Where are you? No, that's not it. Come on, give me Dragonfall. That's what I'm after here. It can cancel midway. Might kill OBS also. Force restarting will start to force programs to shut down. That is a problem. Windows tab and throw the screen to another desktop. I was unaware I could do this. Thank you. Come on, go over. How do I throw you over to the other side? Oh, I have to put it into desktop 2. Dragonfall. Cease your shenanigans. There we go. Thank you for the tips. I wasn't aware. Okay, OBS did die. Oh, no, it didn't die. It lives! My god. Okay. Windows' tab is great when programs hang, yeah. There we go. The Dragonfall should be here. There we go. Thank you very much for the heads up there, Too Big. I was completely unaware that was a thing. Well done! God damn it. I wanted to know what the hell the Golden Man was. The back-end stuff could use a bit of work, but otherwise the game was great. I want to see what the epilogue is, though. Thank you again so much, the Too Big. Yeah, I just gotta go through all the text. Ugh. I'll make sure to save this time, because this game is pretty unstable. Hello there. Okay. There we go. This is what the AI actually does. Not really. What exactly does the AI do? One boy's an outfit. Yeah, I don't know. If there is going to be a new game, I hope it does give some explanation as to what the hell is going on here. Multiple desktop is probably something Linux users really wanted Microsoft to implement. Well, you can start a secondary desktop, it's just a pain to reach, you know. Oh wait, we can talk with all these people. Why the hell wouldn't I talk with them? Hi, Blitz. Hey, Chief, that was a hell of a thing, wasn't it? Yeah, it was. Glad to hear that you'll be staying on with the team. Oh, it's not like I'm doing much else. That whole Emily thing still stings, Chief. It sort of took the wind out of my sails. I can just introduce you to some people. I make a pretty good wingman. He offers you a tentative smile. Maybe, Chief, but not right now. For the time being, I think I need some me time. Doing a great job all around, Blitz. Dietrich! My boy! I guess, not my boy, but... Well, boss, we went up against the dragon and lived. He pulls a flask from his jacket and raises it in salute. Guess that's a win in my book. I'm gonna put it better myself. So, any big plans looming on the horizon? New clients you're thinking of going after, maybe? Tonight we celebrate. Takes a swig from the flask. You're right, boss. Of course you're right. Oh, and I meant what I said earlier. From this point on, wherever this team goes, I'll follow. Wouldn't have it any other way. Iger! Well, I'll admit, you did a hell of a good job back there. Could have done better myself. You would have done fine, but it was my job to lead the team, so I did it. She nods appreciatively. That's the right attitude. Anyway, I'll be looking forward to the next run. Just do me a favor, make sure the client is properly vetted, and for the love of God, verify that the job has nothing to do with dragons. Done and done. Good man. She dips her head in salute. Until next time. Appreciate it. Gloria looks up from her preparations at the sound of your approach. She offers you a slight smile. Got us through the night alive. Well done. We're off to find Harrow, I take it. That's right. He's already gotten enough of a head start on me, wherever he's gone off to. It'll only get worse the longer I wait, so I'm headed out after him, and I'm leaving tonight. That settles it. I'll pack a bag. Where should we start looking? She smiles at you. Her eyes are sad. We shouldn't. Wait, what? I will track Harrow down. She taps herself on the chest. Myself and the spirit that's bound to me. But as for you, I can't have you coming with me. Not this time. Your place is here. I rarely have use for secondary desktop, but yeah, when the program freezes... Yeah, I've got a secondary screen as well, over to the left of my main screen. With all due respect, Glory, I'm the leader of this team. I'm the one who will decide whether I can spare the time to help you or not. You just said it yourself. You lead the team. They look to you for guidance and leadership and employment. You're the one who puts food on their tables. You have a responsibility to them. They need you more than I do. Tracking Harrow down isn't going to be quick or easy. It could take years. You, my friend, are a victim of your own success. You become too important to this team, to the Kreuzbazaar, to up and disappear. The heart of Furestel and I share a common goal and a common responsibility. We have to deal with Harrow. It's on us to stop him. But you, your responsibilities are here, and I can't let you walk away from them. I've never been bigger responsibility. The Kreuzbazaar and the team will get along fine without me. That side smile returns. Look, I appreciate everything that you've done for me. The talks, the encouragement, and the help in taking Furestel down. This last leg of the journey, confronting Harrow and stopping him for good, that's something that Spear and I need to do on our own. Good hunting, Glory. Thank you for understanding. When the job is done, I'll be back. That's a promise. Can't say how long it'll take, but you're going to see me again. I will come back to this team. I'll hold you to that. Good hunting. Anything on the computer. On the interwebs. No new messages. Hold on. He's got Monica's memories. Okay, nothing. I was thinking that the AI would pop into Monica's computer and add some stuff. Never know, right? I don't know what the hell is up with Algernon, but Intel made some insanely good monitors. I see. Hello, Algernon! We pissed him off. Under control of the powerful AI. Matrix security system. Vocal agenda of taking computer is trivial. The dancer will stumble, the golden man will eat 9 and 30, and the scales will cloud to the ground. This is a prophecy. Go. You're giving me much to think about. Yes, much to think about. Arjun stares at her, expression unknowable. Or his expression unknowable. I'll never have the space for a second monitor. Fair enough. I mostly use it to kind of like, play Space Station 13 while playing something else. Because usually I have to wait around for things to happen in Space Station 13. Ah, how very propitious that it is that we might speak again, oh Master of Mayhem. I have a proposal for you that could prove most lucrative to us both, Effendim. Most lucrative. Fortune will surely smile upon our blessed partnership, if you will only accept. I'm listening, O Master of Hyperbole. At the passing of Herr Amsel, may God bestow his mercy on him, you find yourself without a fixer. I wish to offer my services to you in this regard. You'll find that Otug Barakazi is the most connected and business-savvy partner. Choosing a fixer isn't something you do lightly. I need to think about it. Hear me out, most improvident of calamities. Barakazi knows Berlin, knows the players. I've already found a potential client, a most prosperous one with deep pockets. He's most eager to meet you. I've already set it up. At least do me the courtesy of talking to him. I'm not promising anything. Most excellent, Effendim. Delightful. When you're ready, take the U-Bahn to Brandenburger Tor. You'll find you there. What are you doing, Altug? Creeping wisps of white blue light fill your PDA's tiny screen. Apex. You have done well. I've taken possession of the Harfeld facility. All of its functions are mine now. The dragon is under my control. Beauclair's work will continue. I'll perfect his panacea. If need be, I will unleash it. Otherwise, I will use it toward other ends. What other ends are you talking about? Wait and see. The comm cuts off. Your PDA's screen goes black. Okay. Suddenly, you feel a weird burning sensation in your muscles. What do we got here? Man, that's a sort of... Oh, hi, Lofweir! Nice to see ya! The train car is empty except for the man in the immaculately tailored Italian suit. You notice him watching you for several minutes while the train rumbles its way to a Brandenburger Tor. Finally he speaks. The stranger's words come out slowly in a deep melodious tone that is easy to hear, despite the noise of the train. He takes his time, accentuating each word, relishing each vowel and each consonant, tasting them as if they were a delicacy. Hello. I assume that the business with Dr. Beauclair is concluded, yes? I know you, friend. No, but you are about to. The man inclines his head slightly in introduction. Hans Brockhaus, sure. I represent an interested party. Someone who wishes to know about your encounter with Dr. Beauclair. Does this interested party understand that information is a commodity? Rackhouse continues. My employer also wishes to hear about the Lady Feuershwing, a fascinating creature, so unlike her brothers and sisters. It is distressing that a being so magnificent has been reduced to a pawn for a computer game with illusions of grandeur, yes? Dragons are no different from anyone else. There are those who take and those who get taken. A dragon is just another taker. He purses his lips, considering. Just another taker. Interesting. Dragons take, this is undeniable, but they cannot be considered just another taker, as you put it. They are the ultimate takers. It is their reason for existence. The great dragons are very old and very powerful and very, very cunning. Cunning and noble to you. You look at a moth and barely perceive sentience. You glance this way, amused, as it flutters towards a bright light in a vain attempt to... Do what? To enter? Draw strength? To burn? It doesn't know. Its epic struggle is barely 1/100th of your lifespan. The sum total of its existence is nothing against the vast scale of your struggles, your hopes, your dreams, which you could not fathom in 1,000 years. Poor moth. Leans forward. You will live and die between the beats of a dragon's heart, mein Freund. What hope do you have of understanding them? None. Feuershwing massacred thousands, and a stranger on a train calls it fascinating. Obviously, this is all beyond my comprehension. He leans back again. Do not choose ignorance, Shadowrunner. It does not become you, nor does sarcasm. The Lady Feuershwing was fascinating because she was different. My Lady Feuershwing was a nurturer, a caregiver, rare among her kind. Where her brothers and sisters saw the world as a prize to be won, she saw it as a garden to be tended. Can you imagine? For world upon world, the great dragon Feuershwing brought wisdom and succor to countless souls, and she was loved for it. Exhausted. A goddess. When she awoke from her long slumber in 2012 and saw what the world had become, what meta humanity had done to the garden she had tended for great ages, she struck. Struck with the rage, regret, frustration, and anguish of a mother whose children had played with fire and burned the house down, hiding themselves in the blaze. She unleashed fire and death through her tears. Now she's under the control of a construct, an unnatural thing manufactured in a lab by those whom she sought to protect. The sixth world has taken her as a toy for its toy. You know a lot about Dragon's Hands. Think your employer wants you telling me all this? I'm sure of it. You may consider this conversation an employment interview for a very influential client. One who pays extraordinarily well. Now listen. The man removes his hands from his knees, folds them in his lap. I tell you all this so that you have context. Perspective. Before I ask you this next question, Shadowrunner. If Dr. Beauclair's weapon had not required dragonfire, if it had been capable of destroying every dragon on Earth without touching a hair on Metahumanity's head, would you have used it? This world doesn't belong to dragons. Dragons are too powerful, too noble, and too dangerous. For work, second monitor, or even third is super productive. I know, right? It's the best thing that you can have. And yet, the mega corporations have been allowed to continue unchecked, amassing more and more power, creating spiderwebs of strategies to disempower and extract, while assembling standing armies of security teams to protect their assets. There do I put a species older than humanity, yes? A creature that has seen the cycle of magic rise and fall time and time again could be of no use, surely. He reaches into his pocket, puts on a pair of round sunglasses. Well, it was good to meet you. That business with Dr. Beauclair could have gotten disorderly, and my employer wishes to express his gratitude. So your employer and I could do business in the future. Never know, mein Freund. Well, it is a small place. You seem quite able to insert yourself into all sorts of interesting business. As you Shadowrunners are fond of saying, never make a deal with a dragon. He glances at the U-Bahn map on the wall and smiles. Aha! This is my stop. Off Wiedersehen. Train comes to a halt and the doors open. Brackhouse stands, brushes off his Italian suit, and exits without a word. As you watch him leave, you look up to find an advertisement for Worm Talk above the subway car door. Brackhouse stops on the platform and glances back at you, the light from the car reflecting yellow in his gaze. The door closes and he's gone. Ah, debug. Yeah, I imagine so you can see on, like, the, how the program is looking and how the back end is looking. Yeah, that makes sense. I mostly just like it because it lets me, like, have two things open at a time without having to constantly alt-tab between them. It's really handy. Train launches forward again, picks up speed, and begins threading its way beneath Berlin into the shadows. Berlin Newsfax contains just one report of a shootout in an abandoned holdfast in the countryside, east of Berlin. In a matter of hours, the report vanishes without a trace, as do several prominent Deckers who attempt to dig deeper into the event. Oof. The Flux State's anarchist rule remains until 2055, when joint corporate forces acting with the support of the German government invade the city. It's widely known that the Great Dragon Lofweir is responsible for orchestrating this action. The Golden Worm is said to be surprised by the speed and ferocity with which the F-State assembles to repel the attack. In 2060, rumors surface of Lofweir meeting with an unknown representative of the Flux State. Hostilities abruptly cease. A truce is signed the same year, and Berlin is again divided by a wall. The Great Dragon Dunkelzahn is elected President of the United Canadian American States in 2057. He is promptly assassinated as he leaves an inauguration party at the Watergate Hotel while in human form. Popular opinion is that another Great Dragon is responsible, as only a dragon can kill a dragon. But those in the shadows hint that an act of powerful blood magic is the cause. Rumors of an exchange between a godlike artificial intelligence and the feathered serpent Mujaji, ruler of Azania, first begin to surface in 2067. A Decker named Tolstoy, interesting name, claims that this is a new stage in ongoing negotiations between the AI and Dragonkind, but this claim cannot be confirmed. The name of Dr. Adrian Vauclair has since been lost to the shadows. Well frickin' done. Well done. I think they stuck the landing pretty well on that. It went pretty well. Algernon Bolden. Everybody who worked on these games definitely earned their paycheck, I gotta say that much. Although I have to wonder just how weird it is to be doing a rather anti-corporate game while in a corporate office. It's saddening knowing that the dragon used to be loving and caring. A little bit, but that's just the words from one dragon about another dragon, and you can't really trust dragons, can you? I'm just saying. We can't fully trust her. Or, I guess, him. Dragons are weird. Who knows what the hell is going on there. Gotta say, that last frickin' soundtrack was amazing. They did excellent work with it. The story was... it was pretty funky. They did pretty good with that last little twist there. You gotta admit. Yeah, pretty much no notes on this. I think it was well worth the money I paid for this. Gotta wonder what the hell's going on with... I still sort of prefer Hong Kong's ending over this one, though. Hong Kong's ending was... a lot weirder. A lot less definitive. And the, you know... it added a dramatic sacrifice right at the end, so there is that. Now we do have about, an hour's worth of time, give or take? I'm thinking we got enough time to start up and run some Monster Hunter, so we'll just let the credits pass through. After that's done, we're switching over to Monster Hunter to start preparing for Sunbreak. I enjoyed this, though. It's gonna be a shame that I won't get a game that's gonna really, allow me to stretch my vocal cords quite as much. Real shame. Might go with Disco Elysium, maybe? I'm a skedaddle. Thank you very much for stopping by, Too Big. I completely understand. Hope you have a wonderful night. And, hopefully those chili peppers are done working their way through your body. They did make Battletech, Crimson Skies, and MechWarrior. We could check those out at some point. It's an idea. Indeed. Farewell, the Too Big. And I'm thinking we can hunt down some monsters real quick. Get a few kills in. You know, we just dealt with the dragon. We didn't kill it, so let's go kill some other ones. Battletech is good, though? Never played it. So I'll just have to take your word for it. Herr Brockhaus. I'm still not entirely sure whether or not Herr Brockhaus is actually Lofweir in disguise, or if it's just a person that's there who actually works with them. Or even if it's neither, and it's just like a thrall or something that Lofweir can directly interface with magically. I don't know. It could be any one of those, it could be something else entirely. Could be interesting, gotta admit. I wonder what happens to the dragons every time the secular magic flows back out. Do they just get yeeted into the astral plane or something? I don't know. I gotta admit though, I will agree with you that the Hong Kong ending has a lot more funky designs in it that feel really fun. Not so much on this one. You're kind of just raiding a compound and that's it. Oh, and there's a dragon too, but that's kind of it, isn't it? Unlike Hong Kong, which has a full-on freaking demon demi-plane that you get yeeted into. It's not quite the same, you know? And the first one had you going through a hive of extraplanar insect spirits, so there's that. Weird endings, this one is probably the least weird out of them. Come on, game. I know you got a lot of backers, but... Interesting that I went from Seattle to freaking Hong Kong and then to Berlin, of all places. I'm not against it. That is a pretty cool idea to give us an idea of like what's going on in each area, but not exactly what I would have thought of, right? God, that's a lot of backers. We're still in the seas. I think we're gonna have to back out of this. Yeah. I'm not waiting through all those backer names, I'm sorry. But, hey, good game, I think. Well done. I'm going to quickly stop recording. Thank you very much for stopping by, YouTube, if you happen to be watching on YouTube. This has been Shadowrun Dragonfall. Hope you join us on stream sometime. Goodbye, YouTube.